Welcome back. Welcome back to another Dead Air. Hello. How's everybody doing? Happy birthday, Brian. Holy cow.
Oh, thanks, man.
It was a wonderful celebration last night at the club over at the Vulcan Gas Company in honor of your the secret show and your birthday.
Yeah.
Did you guys get some cake?
Yeah.
Yes, I think
Holy
we were the
cow.
only two that ate the cake.
I think you're right, actually.
Maybe everybody's nervous about the COVID. We're
Yeah.
in stage 5 now in Travis County, Texas.
I did watch Redban blow out all the candles, so it was a decision to eat this cake.
Well, I did say, like, this seems weird to blow out these candles. I tried to wave it out.
Don't worry, no one ate the top part.
Yeah.
And that's Bad Ashley playing us in. Do you like that sound, Bad Ashley? From Queens, kind of a punkish type Ramones slash Sex Pistols and a little Foghat, I think, kind of. But I'm very excited today. This is a big episode. You guys are really lucky. I guess we're all lucky. This is number 60.
Oh, wow.
Whoa.
This is exciting.
This
I
is
am excited for this.
Number 60 Dead Air. You've heard about Dead Air. Have
Of
you
course.
watched any Dead Airs?
If I'm being honest, no.
Okay. So let me introduce my guest before I go any further. Let's start off with the beautiful and talented Isabella Charlton.
Charlton. You like Charlton Heston?
Wow, is that an accent? Where are you from?
I'm British.
You're British.
Yeah.
Is this the first Brit? And you got nice teeth. It's impossible.
Yeah, we did a show once, and you said I couldn't be British because I had nice teeth.
Right. Oh, my God. How long have you been in America?
Like 4 or 5 years.
Did you come on a sailing ship? Were you pissed off when we threw the tea overboard?
Yeah.
What do you think about that Harry? Isn't he what a dumbass. I don't usually throw anybody under the bus on this show, but what a spoiled little dumbass, dumb as a box of rock, throwing the whole royal family and all the English people under the bus because of that bitch wife. I said it. I said it. I spelt it, but
I
that's
appreciate
not
it.
a good wife that breaks up your family. I want to marry somebody that breaks up my family. So what do you think about that little spoiled little idiot?
Yeah, I think Harry's let everyone down.
And now he's going to be on CVS buying whatever you buy at CVS, just like anybody else. What an idiot. He was a royal, and now he's just an idiot.
Yeah. But people don't realize it's hard work being a royal, and it's boring. You have to do all this boring stuff every day. Like, a royal came to my school and, just walked around. That's what they do every day, and they're like, this isn't, celebrity. It's not fun. So they came to LA.
So they just, walk around and just be royals in places?
They have to go to like events every day, and it's exhausting. They just have to come and talk to.
Listen
a bunch
to
of
that
kids in their
voice. Get
school
right.
or-
Get close to that mic. Yeah. Wow. Look at that. Yeah, that's some ass. So we've never had a show like this before. We've got totally different cultures right here.
Oh, very much so.
And we'll get.
Very much so.
So tell us a little about yourself, Isabella. Can I swear you in first?
Yeah.
Do you prefer the Bible, the Quran, or the Yellow Pages?
The Yellow Pages.
Well, that's if
Is that like a commercial?
no, it's for people who don't believe in anything that's anything of anything. They think we came out of the sea in the sea pod.
Can I see the Bible? Is this the Bible?
That's the Bible.
New Testament. Okay, all right. God, it's a lot of
And
pressure.
we never. Well, I don't know. That's why I have the Yellow Pages. There's no pressure if it's the Yellow Pages.
Yellow Pages. Yeah.
You're not the only one that's hates anything that might be something. All right, I hold it. Yeah.
Oops. Okay. You hold it.
Okay, and you put your hand on there,
Okay.
and you raise the other hand. Do you swear to tell the whole truth and nothing but the truth, so help you God, while you're on Dead Air?
I will try my best.
Okay. It's not the answer we really look for. Since you're British, I guess we're going to have a bit of a problem with you, I think, perhaps, because British people have kind of an attitude.
Yeah, I'm kind of wily. Yeah.
Wily. So you've been in America for 5 years, so you got a work visa? How you staying here?
Yeah. I got a work visa.
And you got to re-sign up for that? How long? How many? What's it good for before you have to negotiate that?
Mine's good for a few years.
Okay, be as vague as you want. Thank you. And where's the first place you settled when you got off the Pinta and Maria?
Los Angeles.
L.A., huh?
Yeah.
Wow. L.A.'s seen better days, huh? It's seen better days. Austin has seen better days. The whole country has seen better days. And then where did you go? The whole world has seen better days with this damn COVID thing that doesn't seem to be going away.
Oh, it's here to stay.
Sooner or later, people have to realize vaccinations are not your enemy. They're not your enemy. Magnets are not going to stick to your butt. Go ahead. So where else did you go?
It's mainly been LA and then just traveling from there as like a base.
And did you have roommates in L.A.?
No.
Oh. You have brothers and sisters?
Yeah, I'm one of 4.
What are the other 4's gender?
It's boy, girl, boy, girl.
What did your father do?
My father's...
Is he a lord? You know, don't they have British lords? You know, is he some kind of bigwig? And what about that idiot who won't comb his hair? What a stupid ass. What a stupid ass talking to world leaders with his hair like a 12-year-old coming in off the street.
Part of his persona.
It's stupid. It's stupid. It looks like somebody who hasn't combed their fucking hair.
He's trying to say I'm non-threatening. Like
I don't believe that,
and he
Isabella.
tricks people. He tricks people into thinking he's non-threatening. They're like, oh, he's just a cute little boy.
Yeah,
and
I
then
believe
he's, like,
that
quite
too.
Smart.
He's sinister as hell. Exactly. He's sinister. He's one of those people who tries to do that. But I don't like the hair combing, not combing. Run a brush through his. You know, he's such an idiot. He reminds me of a little 12-year-old boy with messy. Look at that. Comb your hair, you dick.
He does well with it. He gets women. It's working for him. Like,
that is also a face of child.
So, are you going to give everybody a pass today that we talk about?
That's her dad, Brian.
And of all the people in that country, this bozo, the former mayor of London, got the job. I don't understand that.
Boris is not that bad.
A what?
Boris is not that bad.
So you're a fan of him?
I'd say I'm not a detractor.
All right. Let's go on with in America. People in America like to be told what they want to hear.
Okay.
You're not going to do that today, are you?
Brian, she grew up in Hong Kong most of her life.
Hong Kong.
Yeah.
So what was your father, a diplomat?
No, my father didn't come with us. It was just my mom.
And what the heck was she doing over there?
She's a lawyer.
Wow. So you come from well-heeled parents. What'd the father do?
Self-made parents. My dad's a lawyer too.
2 lawyers in the family, so you didn't have a chance to do anything wrong. Lawyers.
And I became a lawyer too. I worked in London as a lawyer.
You passed the London bar, the
Yeah.
equivalent? Can you practice law worldwide or just London?
I could take the California bar. I'm eligible to take
So
it.
it all makes sense now. British, family lawyers, you're a lawyer. I'm
I don't
definitely going to
practice
have trouble with this one, I think. Well, welcome. So now you're doing stand-up comedy in Austin. How do you like it?
I love it. It's so much fun.
Have you eaten beef? That's what everybody wants to know when you come to Austin.
Oh, you mean-
Are you eating beef?
Do you mean the barbecue?
The barbecue.
I don't like the barbecue.
You don't?
Whoa.
Yeah, I got in a lot of trouble. Like, Americans always like...
Well, you haven't had the good barbecue.
Angry.
What's that guy's name that cooks that we know?
Smokehouse?
CM Smokehouse.
CM Smokehouse?
He's one of them. We know a few gentlemen that are just... I had corn. What he does is he shaves the corn off the cob.
Yeah.
And then it's like little claws, and you eat the little corn off
I
there.
would eat corn.
Corn.
It's so salty, the barbecue. It's like sailor food. It's like they needed to put loads of salt in it to preserve it on a ship.
I do agree with that.
And then American culture is like, let's eat this ship food.
I do agree with that.
What a fascinating guest you are today. And you're wearing a nice outfit.
Thanks.
And your hair, the way it just falls off your head. Just wonderful. All right, I'm going to move over to very, I guess, complex culturally. I think I speak for everybody. Would you lie? Is it okay if I swear you in now?
Yes.
This is Eshan Ahmad.
Well, thank you for having me.
Wow. I know it's a silly question, but do you prefer the Bible, the Quran, or the Yellow Pages?
Can I do all 3 at once?
Oh, you just want to really
Naughty.
cover your bases.
Yeah, let's cover the bases. Let's cover the bases.
I got 2 very tricky guests today.
Let's do it
I don't know
all.
how I'm going to work this out. Okay.
Or what's that? What's that one right there?
Oh, this is Letters for All Occasions. This is Brian's favorite book. This is
Put that in there too.
this is a guide to social and business correspondence with 300 model letters and telegrams by Alfred Stewart Myers. Barnes & Noble, Everyday Handbooks, number 237, $1.25. Can you believe that?
Why did you groan when he
It's a book. It's a book of fake letters to give you ideas to write real letters, and he just likes reading them.
Can I swear on that? Screw everything else. Can I swear on that?
The reason I read them is because, I like the British because they don't butcher the language. It's very eloquent. And America used to speak like that back in the day. I used to read old sports columns from my grandfather. He was a boxer. And the way they used words,
It's called the Mid-Atlantic accent they used to use here, right?
Like
what movie stars had in the 1940s.
Right? Okay. Like
it's a made-up accent that they just invented for about.
Is that true? I didn't know that.
Yeah, broadcast.
And that's why they're all kind of you don't get any accent.
Yeah.
Right.
It's
like a
manufactured.
standardized.
Yeah, good actors. They can talk like other people. I mean, there's so much going into being a movie star. It's not just dancing and looking good, and you've got to have good diction. You've got to be able to, like you said, manufacture a voice. I just saw the movie Stillwater with Matt Damon about that little girl, the lesbian that murdered her roommate in France, and I still don't know who did that. I was confused by the movie. Amanda Knox.
Yeah.
And I still don't know who killed that poor woman, but she was definitely stabbed and murdered. Mm-hmm. And I after the movie, and then I even went on Wikipedia. There he is. I just think it's juvenile. I mean, how cool would he look if he slicked his hair back? So
he would look like you. What are you doing? He looks so cool.
So you like it? You don't that hairdo doesn't bother you, Isabella, at all?
I mean, it's I don't find it attractive, but he has made it work for him. Like his whole career, he gets women. He's drowning in it.
Well, he just got married now.
Yeah, to a 30-year-old.
Why does this Texas senator keep popping up too?
Which I agree with you. He's definitely what you see is not what is up here.
No, he's tricking everybody all the time.
Well, that's what politicians do. So you're gonna try it. You're gonna blue eyes as well.
Blue eyes. I have green eyes.
So do I. Hazel?
Yeah, hazel green.
Green. And yours are black.
Yep.
So go ahead. You want all three. Go ahead.
All three. Give me all three.
Eshan Ahmad. Mm-hmm. I can't believe you're here. No. Do you swear to tell the whole truth and nothing but the truth, so help you God, while you're on dead air?
Yes, absolutely.
Thank you. All right, you're sworn in. Tell us a little about yourself, buddy. I know you from Los Angeles.
Yeah, I moved out here. I was one of the Comedy Store guys that moved out here. I worked there for 5 years before this.
And I was always a gentleman to you at the club.
Yes, absolutely. You have one of my all-time favorite sets I've ever watched at the club was you during Mitzi's memorial in the original room. That was bar none one of the funniest things I've ever witnessed in my life. It's up there. That was great. I worked there for that. My first week was the shooting.
Wow.
Oh, you were on duty that night?
That was my first week
in the patio?
No. I was actually just hanging out that day. I was there, but yeah, that was my first week working there.
Where were you when the gun went off?
I was in the belly room.
This is a story on the patio at the Comedy Store.
You were on the patio?
No, I wasn't.
Okay.
I missed this.
I missed that one. I seem to miss all the. I missed the Carlos Mencia and Joe Rogan event.
Mm-hmm.
I was probably working, but this is a story, and I'll say it briefly. There was a shooting on the patio at the Comedy Store one evening. I guess somebody had a grudge against somebody else, and they just went right up to him, just as close as we are now at this table, and he shot him to death. And did he die right there on the patio? Was he pronounced dead at the patio?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure.
What year
2015.
That's before me.
And where were you when the bullet went off?
So I was in the belly room, and I heard it go off.
You heard a gunshot.
Yeah, but I thought at the time it was someone crashing in the parking lot. So I went to go look.
And how long did the police interrogate you?
Yeah, they were like, I didn't bring my backpack that day, so they're like, I think you're good. But yeah, it was very wild.
And that poor girl Rose, who works the outside bar patio, witnessed the whole thing.
Yeah, she was holding him.
God.
She and the security guard were holding him. Yeah, it was pretty wild. It was a wild time.
America's crazy.
It sure is.
Yeah,
there's no doubt about it. So, are you Shia or Sunni?
I'm Sunni. Most Muslims are Sunni, I think. They're the vast majority.
Pakistan is Sunni.
Pakistan, yes, I'm Bangladeshi. That's also Sunni.
And Iran is Shia.
I think Iran has like the most Shia. I'm pretty sure. I'm not 100% sure on that.
And
that's why Saudi Arabia hates them, because they're mostly Shia and Saudi Arabia is Sunni.
yeah, they have a grudge.
Mhm.
So very funny. You were very funny last night. You were on the
Thank you.
show, the Secret Show, and Brian's birthday celebration, as well as you, Isabella. So how is it going out here for you?
I mean, it's nice to be out here. There's a lot more time, especially for someone at like I would say call it like the middle class level of like, I'm not really an open micer anymore, but I'm not like a headliner by any stretch of the imagination. So it's like I can get 15 minutes out here, which in LA for someone my level is impossible.
See,
And
tell
I can
that
do
to
that a
people.
lot.
I feel like there's some kind of backlash. I think somebody told me, I don't forget who told me that there's like people who move to Austin for LA are somehow less than or skeptical or like.
Probably that grumpy Mark Maron guy.
Failed in LA.
I was
try
gonna
Austin.
say that.
Yeah.
Somebody told me
Yeah.
that he said something on
Yeah,
his
he's
podcast.
been whining about it.
Well,
That would just make him have more stage time, perhaps. What does he care who moves out? He's an actor now anyway, a great actor, a great comic. What does he give a hoot about who moves where?
I think he's just really jealous of Rogan.
I think there is a level of like, if Austin really didn't matter, then people wouldn't care if you left and moved there. But people like get angry at you or like, I can't believe you did it. Whereas like, if it doesn't matter, then why are you angry? I think there's a little bit
It's
of
a
like
betrayal of LA.
a little bit of a betrayal, a little bit of like, it's a little bit threatening because like the potential of what Austin can be is really big. That's the thing. It's like, in the short term, like LA has a lot more stuff right now outside of stand-up career-wise, but the potential of what Austin can be as a comedy city is pretty huge. Like it could be a third big city. It could be LA, New York, Austin.
They
And-
already have quite a film contingent here.
Mm-hmm.
Well,
So you've been in Austin how long, Isabella?
Just like 4 months.
4 months. Yeah, I got here in February. And how about you, Eshan?
I got here in May.
So we're all relatively new. And,
yeah, we're all new here.
Brian, how many months are you coming up on?
I got here December 1st.
Beautiful.
Damn, you got here early.
But comics are like rats on a ship. Like they'll just run off, leave the sinking ship, and that's why everyone's upset about them leaving.
Yeah, but I think that's a little bit disingenuous. Like I don't think LA is a sinking ship necessarily. I still, it's still a big ass ship. Like, but it's like, yeah, it is like. Comics will run to a place where they see like, oh, like there's a
No, but
path for me out here. And that's why
They're
a lot
fickle,
of comics
though.
are
They'll leave here just as quickly.
Oh yeah, if for whatever reason Texas is like, oh, we're shutting everything down and Rogan's not allowed to build his club or whatever, then yeah, I think a bunch of people would leave. But it's like there is a path to like a lot like greatness stand up wise out here. And I think that's why people are moving.
Let's do the weather real quick. Temperature today is, I know it's more than 90 degrees, but when I recorded this morning about 12:30 a.m. p.m., it was 90 degrees, 32.2 degrees Celsius. The biometric pressure is 30.03 inches of mercury. Dew point is 73 degrees, moisture content in the air, and 22.8 degrees Celsius. The wind is very slow today. That's what's going to heat everybody up. You have air conditioning in the car?
Yes.
It's coming out of the east at 3 miles per hour. The moon is going to be a waning crescent, so we're done with the Gibbons nonsense. It was Gibbons for like
Thank God, right?
forever.
That's
I'm
all
trying
anyone
to
was talking
find out. I'm trying to find out what percentage of the moon is visible, and I haven't been able to find out. That would be better than saying waning crescent. So I apologize for that. It's like the news. They tell you something, and they don't tell you anything. High tide. We don't have any high tide here. Sunset is 8:20 p.m. We're in the dog days of summer, August. Can you believe it? Do you miss London? Did you live in London?
Like growing up, I lived in Hong Kong,
Oh, that's right.
which is very similar temperature to here and humid.
Right. I haven't been to Hong Kong. I've been to the airport, but not like get out of the airport and go downtown.
The airport's nice.
Airport is nice.
You been to that gambling place, Macau?
Oh yeah, Macau, yeah.
If I was a heavy-duty gambler, like, a whale, they call them whales, that's where I would gamble.
Yeah.
I would gamble in Hong Kong at Macau
Macau, yeah.
instead of the Las Vegas Strip, if I had the means. That place is off the, what do they say, off the chain. Humidity is 58%, so it's up there. UV, ultraviolet rays is 9. Air quality is 58 or moderate. Visibility, of course, is 10 miles an hour, and there's a 20% chance of rain.
I really enjoyed that. I used to listen to the shipping broadcasts. Really.
Oh, you have a scanner in Hong Kong?
We all looked at Brian.
I thought Redban was be like, don't talk about that because he's moving his hand.
I thought he was saying, wrap it up, wrap it up. This podcast is
Like,
over now.
Shut up, Isabella. I was like, okay.
We don't mess with the shipping forecast here.
You're upsetting the
talk about
sponsors. I was like, oh, okay.
I'm vaccinated. Are you?
I am.
Are you?
Yeah, I keep mine in my
Dynamite.
wallet as well.
Yeah.
I got vaccinated in Hong Kong, so I don't have a card like that.
Laminated this with the laminator. Thank you, sir. I also laminated the hacker's certificate from elementary school graduation.
Oh, he's going to middle school?
Right.
Nice.
It'd be first year of middle school.
He lives with a hacker,
He lives with a hacker.
a middle school hacker.
Whoa.
He's 11 years old. He just had a birthday. He's the part of the Indian family where I live
Yeah.
in South Oak, Oak Hill. Where do you live? In Austin.
I'm living east Cesar Chavez. Also with a family. Like I live with a 5-year-old.
Really?
Yeah.
Damn.
She's cute.
Are you the nanny?
No, but I do read to her a lot.
And how did you find those people?
Friend of a friend. They had like a spare attic. I was like, cool.
Wow, good for you.
Cool.
I found mine on Craigslist. How about you? Where do you?
I live like north of downtown in Hyde Park with another comic. Nice little apartment.
Great. You have to sign a lease?
Yeah, for 1 year.
Yeah. And you're month to month, right?
Pretty much, yeah. Well, it's really flexible because it's like friends.
Some of the exciting things that happen, and I'll go through these quick because I want to get to. There's just so much to get to here. You guys have been just outstanding already. You're talkative, and you're interjecting into the. You know, whenever you want to say something, just say something. We don't have any kind of nonsense. I was on a podcast once, and it took the host like a half an hour. It seemed just to get to the guests. You know, they had all sorts.
Oh, you weren't allowed
Garbage.
to talk until.
Well, you didn't feel like, they're doing something with their sidekick, and before you know it, you're saying, what am I doing here? You know, I felt like one of the Dice sons.
Oh, by the way, shout out to Dice. He's got Bell's palsy.
Oh.
Oh, shout out for Bell's palsy, I guess.
I talked to him on the
That's
phone
sad
last
things.
night in Eleanor. Now, tell me, is that a real ailment?
I think it's.
What?
I mean, he said he kind of gave a cryptic saying like he's just joking, But I think he jokes about it on stage. It's just not that serious, and he'll get rid of it in in a couple weeks.
It's like the gout of the face.
Oh,
Right.
it's like a paralyzed face.
Yeah.
My dad's had that, yeah.
But it passes,
Really?
right? It's temporary?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I wouldn't go out of the house till it was over. It makes you look kind of
Derpy.
like you got a brain tumor or a stroke, like you have a stroke.
Yeah.
But he went on stage last night in New Jersey and Eleanor, and he pushed through it and rifled through it. I think there was more than one show.
Is that it? Because
Yeah.
Okay. See, the problem with Dice is that also just could be the face he's making in the picture.
He just kind of looks like that.
Yeah, that's kind of just like a regular.
I told him to put Ben Gay on it.
Damn. No, you could tell there. That's
Yeah.
for sure.
And then I
No, that's
deleted
like an
it.
awesome smoke.
Yeah, it kind of fits,
It fits his
face,
vibe.
though.
It
Yeah.
fits his
Yeah,
vibe.
yeah.
It's not the worst thing that happened to him.
It's like he had a fish hook in his mouth. and
Yeah.
He pulled it to the side. Wouldn't let it go.
He'll be here next week.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, that'll be fun.
I'm so happy you're British. So let's just start these. These are the exciting things that happened on August 6th in history. I have 8 of them, so I'm not going to spend too much time on either one of them. 1806, the Holy Roman Empire came to its official end after 1,000 years. 1806, 1890, the first guy to be executed in the electric chair in the United States was William Kemmler.
1819.
Kemmler, William.
I wonder if it worked.
Whoa, man, he's got it bad, Brian.
Yeah.
He's got it bad.
Yeah, he's still performing though. That's pretty good.
All right, so this is the Candy Coat podcast. We're gonna candy coat everything. I mean,
We're going to be like, he looks great.
No, I'm not saying. I'm like the fact that he's still
We should
performing.
all have it.
yeah, it really looks good. I think it's great. That's his act. Yeah. So he's going to be the ambassador to this Bell's palsy thing. I told him on the phone. You're the ambassador now. You have to be the goodwill ambassador. I wonder how you get that.
It's usually a viral infection, I believe, but sometimes it could
Oh,
be.
it's temporary.
Yeah.
Yes, it's temporary.
Mostly
It's
it's temporary. John Heffron had it also pretty bad for a while. I don't know if you know him or not, but
How long is a while? How long is Dice
usually
stuck?
like
could be
a,
stuck
like a
around?
month or so.
A month. That's still
usually.
pretty hard.
But it depends. It could also be from stress.
Jeez. It could be. It's probably from doing more than one show per evening. I told him, you don't need to do one show. I mean, what are you doing to do 2 shows?
Subsides in a few weeks. Interesting. So he might come out to Austin looking like that.
Yeah.
So they murdered the guy in 1890. Was the first.
I wonder if it worked the first time for the electric chair.
Oh, I think it worked just fine.
Yeah.
Better than this drug nonsense. Stupid Americans. They want to kill you, but they want to candy coat it. They want to act like they're not really killing you. So let's give it an injection. Just do what they do in Saudi Arabia. That cut you.
Just cut people's heads off.
Well, that's the end result is the end result. And you don't even waste a
Firing
bullet.
squad?
You don't even waste electricity. You don't wear. Bam! You use the same thing every time.
Bring back the guillotine.
That was invented as the most efficient and humane way of killing people.
The guillotine. Yeah, but you
gotta
don't
keep
even
the
know what
blade
hit
sharp.
you.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've read a lot about. There's a show on PBS talks all about all those kings and what they did to those poor wives. After he killed a few wives, and you're the next wife, wouldn't you think that you're next?
Yeah, I think I like wife number 7. You
Wait,
must
we're
be
talking
shitting
about
bricks.
Henry VIII?
He was the one that was executing all his wives,
Oh, right.
and I didn't even realize it. The church wouldn't give him a divorce, so he started his own church.
Yeah.
Can you believe the
Yeah.
balls of these people?
Yeah, that's how the Church of England
They call
started,
it
right?
the Anglican,
Yeah.
the Church of England.
Yeah. And the Queen is the head of the Church of England.
It's just amazing what the British will do, what the white man will do. The white man will move the goalposts so much. Just
This is what I've been saying for years, Brian.
the white devil will do anything to
What I've been saying for years.
to prevail.
Preach.
Here's an interesting one. This is for all the female athletes out there. This is 1926. The first woman, Gertrude Elder. What's it? Gratitude? How do you say the name?
Gertrude?
Gertrude. Last name is Ederle. Was the first woman. She was 19 years old, and she beat the men's record swimming across the English Channel by 2 hours. Can you believe this woman?
Jesus.
She's a fish.
She died when she was 98. She had childhood measles, so she had problems. She went deaf eventually. See what I mean about vaccinations?
But yeah, well, measles is coming back
Because
people aren't getting vaccinated. So
yeah, it'll
That is
come back.
crazy. Yeah.
It'll mutate. It'll mutate.
no, measles messes you up too. That's not a disease you fuck around with either.
No, it's no joke. None of these diseases are. Look at Dice's face. Measles.
That sounds like I love his face.
It's perfect. I don't know. I don't see what's wrong with it.
My face.
She was also called the Queen of the Waves, and she was in Barney Miller. They mentioned her in an episode of Barney Miller. She was booked. She was So I tried to find out how wide was her swim. I think I have it here someplace. It took her 14 hours and 34 minutes.
Good God, just straight, no rest.
Yeah, you got to keep going.
Yeah, well, you can't stop in the middle of a swim. I guess that's a
And
dumb question.
150 miles wide at one point, or 240 kilometers, and 21 miles wide at the most narrowest width, and 34 kilometers. So I'm not sure out of the 150 to 21 where she did it on the river. I didn't have time to figure it out or get answers. You
mean the English Channel is the sea that separates the UK and France.
Right.
It's not a river.
Okay, yeah, I'll make a lot of mistakes. It's okay. my audience knows, but continue to take me to task. Yeah, it's big, it's huge. So I don't know where she swam at what point. Maybe she's a woman, so maybe she just did the 21. Probably said,
Yeah.
I want to do the skinniest one because I sit down when I urinate, so I want to do
Yeah, that's probably her reasoning.
Yeah, she died when she was 98 years old. This woman was just good genes. Holy cow! And beating the Queen. That's all I have for her. And so get your vaccination. You're not going to get the measles too, like this woman. And she also played soccer and was a construction worker and lifted heavy concrete on her head and wrestled and punched and wore combat boots and hated men.
Awesome.
So she
Blue
was
hair.
very good. 1945. They dropped the bomb on the Japanese city of Hiroshima, which was, somebody had to get tested. They had to test it on somebody.
Right.
And, unfortunately.
Well, no, actually, they tested it in the US, and they invited the Japanese to come and watch the tests so that they wouldn't have to drop it in Japan, but they didn't want to come.
Really?
Yeah.
Is that a fact?
Yeah.
Is that fascinating? I did not know that. Did you know that, Saad?
No, I had no idea.
Cool. I love this kind of information. Just to show them what they were in for if they don't surrender.
Yeah.
Wow.
Oh, okay. A video of the bombing.
Oh, God. There it is. They called it the Big Baby or something.
Big Boy or something like that?
Big Boy, that's it.
Damn.
2015, Jon Stewart had his last show on the Daily Show.
Oh, really?
He finally had enough.
Yeah.
Damn.
I don't know what he's doing now, but
Did you see him on Colbert recently?
no.
Oh, it was fun.
The show hasn't been the same since. I would say.
Oh, he was the best.
Yeah, he was the best. I always thought they should have had an American replace him. Like, it's like, Trevor Noah's cool or whatever, but it's like, it's always like,
Is that the guy from South Africa?
yeah, he's always like sanctimonious and he's like lecturing Americans on how racist we are. It's like, bro, you come from South Africa.
Yeah, he's kind of pushy, isn't he?
You know what I mean? It's like, I don't want to hear, like, I like to hear Americans talk shit about our country. I don't want to hear some foreign person from another country talk shit about
So you
us.
don't want me to say anything?
Well, we beat you in a war, so it's fine. But like,
Are you born here?
Yeah, I'm born here,
Dynamite. What state?
California, born and raised in California.
And you were born, of course, in
London.
London.
But yeah, no,
Wow.
I don't want to hear Trevor Noah talk shit about America.
That's
Get
true.
out of here. Get out of here. Yeah.
How interesting. How interesting writing those Japanese over. I guess they had...
Americans talk a lot of shit about England, though. Or UK.
What's that?
Americans talk a lot of shit about the UK, a lot.
Right. But
Oh,
it
yeah.
would be different if Americans went over to a show in the UK and had a show where we talked shit about the UK.
Yeah, no one would watch it. We'd be like,
Yeah.
this is horrible.
Exactly. And that's how I feel
Turn it
about
off.
Trevor Noah. It's like, this is bad. Why? I don't need this. I don't need to hear you come over and talk shit about us.
Yeah, fair enough. I agree with that.
Yeah.
Americans have
Talk shit over there.
have an unrelenting appetite for shit. No matter what you give them, they will eat it up.
Eat it, yeah.
And I guess 2015, he's the last show. Jon Stewart. 2012, the Curiosity landed on Mars. This is the Mars, also called the Mars Science Laboratory, taking pictures of Mars. They could have just went to New Mexico and got the same photographs. There's nothing up there. Whatever was up there is gone now. It's not like the movie, it's gone. It's gone.
Yeah.
I don't know what they're looking for in Mars. Can you shed some light on this? What is so what is this big
Natural resources.
Are they looking for
Yeah.
certain
Like
metals?
water.
Yeah.
Water.
See if there's the canyons on Mars. At one point, there might have been water on Mars. Basically, they're trying to see if we can move there.
It's getting more and more expensive to reap the natural resources from the Earth, and they think maybe one day it'll be cost effective to reap them from another planet.
And then ship them back.
Yeah.
Yeah, start a little colony on Mars, and then one day Mars will rebel. That's
19
the circle of life.
1996, the Ramones performed their last concert at the Palace in Los Angeles. The Ramones. Very popular group. God, they had a following, and still do.
I know nothing about them.
Neither.
Ramones. And the last one, no, it's not the last one. Oh, I skipped one. 1965, Lyndon B. Johnson signed the Voting Rights Act, and that was so black people could have right to vote, just like they should.
But not women.
And now women have been voting for quite some time.
1919. That's when women got the right to vote.
God,
How do you know that?
I like history. I also know a lot about Lyndon B. Johnson. I like him because he just used to just take out his dick in front of everybody.
What?
Yeah, he had
That's
a big.
very modern.
Yeah, reporters would ask him he would take out his dick in front of reporters and shit because it was huge.
Yeah, he had a big hog.
Yeah, huge. So I know that about him.
He would not have survived the social media.
Yeah,
age.
I can't imagine. Like, can you? I can't even imagine a president coming close to doing that now, whipping out your dick.
Well, things
to a
were-
reporter.
Things were different then. John F. Kennedy had a lot of affairs, and nobody. It was something that you didn't. It wasn't important. It wasn't. It's nobody's business.
Yeah, how easy would it be for a president to have an affair now?
Well,
Like in the social media age where everything's on camera and everything's.
Well,
JFK is easy to do. You can
It
sneak people
wasn't
around
that easy
easier.
for Clinton, so
Right, with
probably
yeah.
less easy.
all she had to do was throw that damn dress
I
out.
know, right?
She
Yeah.
said no. To this day, I don't give her a pass. Everybody
Dude,
gave
shit,
her a
I mean,
pass.
I would still have that dress if I was her. This
all
is the dress.
All she had to.
This
she-
is the dress.
She ruined it.
You could sell that.
God, the dress is what did it in.
But yeah, see, so with Clinton, they still needed the dress. That's what I mean, right? But like now,
And the
Yeah.
guy.
how hard would it like if? Well, I
No,
don't
you
know.
could
Biden's not alive
cell phone
enough
track
to really
it
have sex
all,
with anyone.
yeah.
But
Who's the guy? Who's the lawyer that was going after Clinton?
I don't
He's the
remember.
biggest. He's a bad apple. He's been involved in Jeffrey Epstein. He was involved in trying to get Clinton for getting the BJ, and he was doing something. Oh, he was having an affair. He's no, he's like he's no shining star. I forget his name. So 1965, he signed the Voting Rights Act, and I think they need to do another one, but I don't know. They keep chipping away at that and trying to change the goalpost. You don't vote for me, we'll make it hard for you.
Yeah, we'll make
to,
it harder for everybody.
to vote. Simple as that.
What do you think about voting?
It should we should make it easier to vote. You should be able to like make voting over maybe 2 days or 3 days.
It should be a holiday.
But no ID and all that.
No, I can't. Nobody's coming from Bangladesh to vote in our elections. They're
Right.
making it too difficult. You need on some forms in some states you need a witness just to. They're making it just.
Too difficult.
I mean, they're trying to almost trend it back to like, oh, if you have property, only you can vote. Like that's what they really want, right? That's what they really want. Only the elite to vote. So it's like let's start chipping away at that slowly.
Well-
Let's start with IDs, and then we'll move on to like you need a deed to a house.
Oh, in the UK, I think you need ID to vote.
Do you?
Yeah, usually you're on a piece of paper. They tell you where you live, your address, and you just they find your name, and it's like.
Yeah, how easy is it for someone to just straight up vote, like, without them checking anything? Because I've always remembered them checking stuff. Like, you had to be on the roll of people who lived in the area. So it's like, how easy is it for anyone to just walk into a voting booth anyway?
I don't know. I'm not American. I
try-
don't want to
should
break
tr-
the law.
You should try it, get arrested.
Are you going to become a citizen? You think American citizen?
I don't think so.
So you just be able to. Yeah, I've had comic friends who went all the way over there, and they made the mistake to say that they were going to do comedy and work, and they sent them back to America because they didn't have the work permit.
Oh, yeah,
you got to
yeah.
have the work permit.
That's strict, yeah.
They should have said they were just a tourist. Unbelievable. You want to do some items of interest now?
Sure, yeah.
Let's do it.
And then we have some questions and anything you guys that's on your mind today with Austin or your comedy or anything, you could just chime in, interrupt, and tell us what you want to tell us, okay, Isabella? I want you to feel as comfortable as possible.
Thank you so much.
You have so much insightful information. I know you come from a smart family. You're very smart.
I went to Oxford University.
You went to Oxford?
Yeah.
I used to date a rocket scientist, a real rocket scientist, and she used to go to Oxford to study, I guess. And if you don't know, what a rocket scientist does is their whole main objective in space. She worked at the Aerospace Corporation in L.A., which is a government-funded organization, so they get a blank check. I mean, they get a blank check.
Okay.
Anyway, the whole thing is making things small.
Oh, nice.
That's the whole objective.
Like nano stuff?
All this space stuff and
Okay.
launching stuff and satellites. You know how satellites are just maybe as big as this table. Satellites. That's all they think about all day is how to make things small. Complete opposite of porn, I guess.
Right, yeah.
Everything has to be small.
But it's like that thing, the Edison.
Just like the phones, just like our phones.
Right.
Look at all this shit. This stuff has got as much as that went up in Apollo 15 or 12 or whatever. It's got that much. I can't believe they go up in space. Do you see every pictures from long ago inside the space? This you'd be afraid of hitting a switch. You know, the switch is everywhere. I mean, oh. So yeah, you.
What happened to that relationship, Brian? What did you do to ruin it?
Yeah. Why aren't you married to a rocket scientist?
I maybe I should have married her.
You have
but
some smart babies.
I'm telling you, she lives up in the Bay Area now. I don't think she's with the Aerospace Corporation anymore. She used to have a house on Laurel Canyon.
Oh, nice.
And I got introduced
How
to her.
did you mess it up?
I just didn't. There was something about her I didn't care for. You know,
Like a smell, or
it was that.
Or just a general feeling.
When she took her leg off, that was those orthopedic shoes are just so they're embarrassing at a wedding. All right, let's do some items of interest. This is a very popular segment of Dead Air, and you guys chime in anytime.
Okay.
The U.S. government, the U.S. gun maker created a kit to encase a Glock semi-automatic handgun in children's Lego blocks to show shooting sports are super fun. I'll stop it there. And of course, they
Wait, what? Sorry, say that again. What does that mean?
This gun manufacturer thought it would be
it's
fun.
so cute.
Oh, okay. So they made a gun that resembles a Lego. Okay.
A case,
Okay.
a handgun, children.
That's pretty cool.
it seems like a very bad idea.
Yeah,
I mean,
you know.
I know. Why didn't they just make a toy gun?
Yeah.
Were you guys in town for the shooting on 6th Street?
Yeah.
I had just left that night.
I was
Friday
at the
night.
Vulcan earlier that day for an earlier show. But yeah.
Yeah, this got a big problem. This is not going to happen. Lego threatened to sue, so they withdraw the kit.
Oh, it's not associated with actual Lego. Okay.
Yeah, I don't think like that'd be corporate suicide if Lego was like, check this out.
Hey, we're making a real gun out of Lego.
yeah.
Kids won't want to try it at all.
A 2-year-old girl has been expelled from a private daycare center in Vermont after staff complained she was dressed provocatively. Breener Adams says PJ's child care told her that daughter Kinsey's spaghetti-style shoulder straps were inappropriate. Can you believe this? This is going nuts. Every week we go nuts with these people in this country that are just going too far. They're sexualizing a 2-year-old.
Yeah, who's
Look at that. That's not bad
But
at all.
also, no. The real problem is who is the adult
I know.
that looked at that child and was like, "That's too sexy."
Yeah.
That's the real issue because whoever that adult is,
They need to
still
remove
works
her.
there.
They need to remove
Or
her.
Yeah,
him.
she's gotta go. It's a 2-year-old. That's pretty.
She looks cute.
gross.
That's like a nice little dress. Look at that.
No, wait. We can't see the front though. It might be
Oh
completely.
yeah, she
hidden.
just has
Yeah.
huge cleave and areolas sticking out.
Yeah, it's like, how is no one talking? How is that not the story? Is that some person at a daycare was like, this 2-year-old's too sexy right now?
You know, what's her pimp gonna say? Now listen to this. Australia's conversation. People that care about the wilderness and marine biologists called for renaming shark attacks on humans negative encounters. Can you believe this? To help dispel inert assumptions that sharks are ravenous,
But is that a bad assumption?
mindless, man-eating monsters. No, it's all nonsense. They're just nonsense. What do you think, counsel?
Yeah,
I mean, they're trying to protect sharks, right? Sharks get a bad rap. They get eaten in Asia.
yeah, but it's not like people are out there. They're getting eaten for food. It's not like people are killing sharks because you guys are like ravenous creatures and we need to kill you. You know, I don't think that's a bad assumption because if I see a shark in the water and I'm with it, I'm not going to be like, oh, it's just misunderstood. I'll be like, oh, this is gonna kill me if I don't get out of here.
I don't know. It sounds like cute. They're just gonna bite you and then go away.
Yeah, no.
The dog.
It's crazy. I read somewhere
Puppy. They'll just gnaw a little bit on your fingers.
we kill like 10,000 sharks a day on the planet Earth, and then sharks kill like 2 people a year or something like that.
right. But the overall point being is that they're being killed for food. It's not like we're out there revenge killing sharks for biting people.
It is their home, you know.
Yeah.
They're not coming to our homes.
True.
Right, that's fair. But I don't think the sharks need to be rebranded. I think they're fine and branded as is.
the Olympians who will indeed be able to have sex with one another on a flimsy cardboard beds at the Tokyo's Olympics Village. There has been rumors that the beds were designed to prevent people from having sex, but the Olympic Committee said the beds can support 441 pounds.
I actually followed this story in detail, and one of the Olympic teams decided to test it out by putting, I think it was like 10 men jumping on it, and it was still like okay. Like,
Yeah. Also,
It's gonna be fine. Homeless people do it every day.
let these people have sex too. They're like the peak of humanity.
Yeah.
They should be fucking. They should.
Well, the reason they don't want is so they perform better.
Whoa.
You know, it's
they're letting their country down. if they-
Right.
look at that, sweet.
You worked that hard to get there. You deserve action.
It's kind of like boxers, where your boxers they're not allowed to masturbate for like.
To like keep their aggression up.
Yeah.
Okay, I get that. But
I
they
think
also
this-
spend time there.
Like
post-
this stand-up told me, like if he needs to, was it you that if he needs to pee before his set, he doesn't pee. He goes on stage needing to pee,
No, that
and it
wasn't
like
me.
makes him more
That
aggressive.
sounds like a horrible.
That
idea.
sounds. Yeah, I would definitely pee. I don't. A lot
Who
of
told you
times.
that?
Yeah.
A comic last night, I can't remember.
No, I definitely pee. I don't eat, but I'll pee. That's crazy.
Flight attendants were offered free training on how to subdue unruly airline passengers with eye pokes, double ear slaps, and groin kicks. There have been 3,509 reported passenger incidents this year, most related to a refusal to wear masks. I got a flight scheduled on the 27th of August back to L.A., and Spirit Airlines is having a lot of problems. I don't know if I'm going to make it.
Probably won't.
You're flying Spirit?
You think they'll still have problems?
Yeah,
They're on strike right now.
Yeah, Hans Kim was supposed to be in New York this weekend, and they canceled all the flights.
He has a van. He can drive.
Hans Kim. We had a Hans Kim
But
on here. Can you
eye
believe it?
pokes, groin kicks, and
Yeah.
fish. Aren't those all illegal in the UFC? Isn't that like? It's just all moves illegal in the UFC.
I didn't know they even had rules in the
so-
UFC.
I've seen this video. Right before he gets tackled, he screams, "Do you know how much my parents make?"
I feel like they
God.
could have just
Yeah.
fixed this by not serving him alcohol. Like he was very.
Oh, I heard
intoxicated.
about this. They had to take somebody to the chair.
I mean, that's pretty hilarious. The people got suspended for doing this.
Well, they just suspended them till they figure out what happened, but they're on their side though.
Yeah, I mean, what if there's a ruly guy in the air? What are you gonna do? Not tape him down? The videos is hilarious.
Well,
That
he
shit is
also
great.
groped a woman,
Jesus.
and like,
Can you believe that shit?
yeah.
Can you believe it? The way people are acting today in public.
I think everyone's just still like, we've been on locked
Yeah,
up.
people are on edge
Yeah,
still.
yeah.
No, what it is this. This is what my theory is. People are already on edge.
Yeah.
They're already a ticking time bomb because of their lives.
Yeah.
Their aspirations that were not met, their family, their occupations, their finances. They're already on edge. And then you tell them to put a mask on,
Yeah.
and they just lose it. They just
Right.
lose it. It's the
don't know.
last straw, and they're no longer in control.
I'm pretty passive aggressive though. If I'm like, if there's a
I
drink,
bet you are.
if there's a drink there, if there's a drink there, I'll be like, I'm drinking the whole time, and I'll just hold the drink, and I'll be like, nope, drinking.
I know.
drinking.
I buy like $47 worth of candy and
Drinking.
just eat all the way to L.A.
Still drinking. They're like, what?
So they're gonna get some training in.
Why'd you search up Spirit Airlines poop?
I was just saying what would come up.
Oh my god.
Okay.
That's the seat. This is the seat I always sit in, right on this side. See the first window?
Right.
That's 1F. That's the one I get every time.
Wow.
I don't like it because there's no.
You pay extra for it or what?
A little bit, maybe. Yeah, they call that the big seat.
I don't like it because it doesn't have a seat in front of it. You can put something underneath
Yeah,
it.
I like having my backpack there.
Yeah. And also, I don't know. I know you have good luck with Spirit. I don't know. Like my first time on Spirit, like I was like there was crayon, like some kid with like wrote crayon all over the seat, and then I opened up the instructions, like if you crash, and just spaghetti fell out.
I feel like you spend $100 more on another airline and you don't get beaten up, and it's worth it.
Well, it's just like hanging out with people from Walmart in a closed airplane. That's.
It's,
the
but
people.
there's nothing wrong with Spirit. It's
No,
the
there's
people that
nothing wrong
fly.
Well, how much is a flight flown like? If I were to buy a flight on Spirit from here to LA a month out, how much would that cost?
20.
You know, if you just didn't pick your seat and you didn't check bags,
40 maybe.
It's like you're under $100. You know, it's
Right.
If you're going back and forth, that's why I like Spirit. And that same seat 1F on American
Okay.
Airlines would be
But look at this. So
be out of control, Brian.
it's 74. When is this flight?
Yeah, it's affordable flying. That's
August
what it is.
21st.
Yeah.
But it's like that's not terribly like that's not a lot less than like Southwest or something like that.
Yeah, I mean, American
not-
Airlines, you could get like 120.
I'm kind of liking this better than Southwest.
You like this better than
Really?
Southwest?
Oh, I don't like it better than South.
I like Southwest. I have the 2 free bags are huge.
Yeah.
That's what's huge. I have a credit card through Southwest, so I just rack up miles like that.
Oh, nice.
But
That's
sometimes
the way to go.
Southwest will stop at every freaking airport on your way. That's another problem with Southwest.
That is an issue. No, I mean it's like none of them are perfect. They all have massive problems. But like, yeah, I was like, it doesn't seem like it's that negligible.
So what country would you be from if you weren't you were born here, of course, but what
where my
country-
parents are? Where my parents?
yeah, I
They're
guess.
from Bangladesh.
Wow,
Yeah,
interesting.
They're both immigrants.
So you have nothing to do with the Middle East.
No, nothing. I just look like I do.
I didn't
guess.
know that.
Yeah.
Great. Bangladesh,
Yeah.
they're having some issues over there.
They always have issues.
It's a very
it's a very poor
complex,
country. Yeah.
poor country, and the sea rise. A lot of people.
Oh
are
yeah,
gonna
it's not supposed to. It's supposed to be mostly underwater in like 50 years, but they're adapting. A lot of people are living on these like boat communities now out there, like near the edge of the sea, where it's like the stuff that the sea is taking away. They'll just build on floaty things now, and there's like a lot of these like.
I
poor
imagine
boat-
there's a
like,
lot of
floating
swim classes too over there.
Yeah, I think you just learn how to swim. I don't think you need a class. I think that's.
Aren't they saying like South Africa is about to be underwater soon?
I don't know. Like Miami, isn't Miami supposed to be
Yeah,
underwater?
Miami too.
Yeah, there's a lot of
My
places.
my dad's from India.
Oh, really?
Wow, I've been to India. So your mom's English and your dad's Indian.
Yeah, he's Anglo-Indian, and he grew up in India and he moved to England. When
I
he
live
was
with an
a
Indian
teenager.
family. No, that India is fascinating. You've been to India probably. Yeah.
Yeah.
Fascinating place. People in America go, "Oh, I can't take the poverty." It's all relative. You know, there are poor people in the world. That doesn't mean they're not happy. That doesn't mean they're not enjoying their life and their lot in life. Oh, I can't take the poverty. It is what it is. This is the universe. This is the world. You think everything's going to look like Levittown and Long Island? Idiots.
Or here?
So flight attendants are going to be able to kick your ass, so be careful up there. You know, just wait. Do what I do. Wait till they get off the plane and at the parking garage,
Yeah, and jump them.
and then have your way with them. Health officials in Seoul banned gyms from playing music with a tempo faster than 120 beats per minute on the grounds that such music inspires gym goers to exercise and breathe harder, thus raising the risk of spreading COVID.
Wow.
I wouldn't even know how to measure a tempo
Yeah.
of a song.
I think that's just
120 beats.
That's just them pretending to do something.
That's interesting.
That's
I
a
think
little-
it's crazy people working out with the masks. I'm like, oh,
Yeah.
how can you
That's
breathe?
insane.
One of my friends gave birth with a mask on, and I'm like,
What?
Really?
Well, did the
Yeah.
hospital make her wear a mask?
Yeah.
Well, yeah. Well, it's not. That wasn't a choice. I
Where
feel
does-
like
where
the
does she
gym
live?
thing is a choice.
in Hong Kong.
So, what other countries have you traveled to
Recently?
in your life?
Wow.
A lot,
that's
huh?
what a world traveler says. Recently.
Australia,
I haven't been there.
New Zealand.
You've been to Australia.
South Africa.
Brian was very smart. He went
Kenya.
there on a tour with Kill Tony, and they all said, "Oh, let's go see the Killawalla Bears." And he said, "Yeah, right. I'm fine in the hotel."
Yeah, they want to drive 45 minutes to go see koala bears and
Yeah.
hold them, and then they get back, and Tony's like, "They smell gross," and I'm like, "Yeah, they're who cares?"
Yeah.
I've been to a zoo before.
Yeah,
I don't need
they're-
all.
I completely disagree. It's awesome to hold a koala bear. And,
And it
you
smells.
missed out.
No, I don't give a fuck. I'd rather after that flight. I just wanted to go to sleep, you know, and they were like, we had like 2 hours to go to the show. And I'm like, I'm not, you know what I mean?
Yeah,
Something like
yeah,
that.
Yeah, no. You're not there for a few weeks or whatever.
Here's a good one. Listen to this. 3 women found out they were dating the same cheating boyfriend, so they dumped him, converted a 30-year-old bus into a camper, and set out to tour the West together. Abby Roberts, 19, Beckham King, 18, and Morgan Tabar, 21, realized There they are. Realized they shared a boyfriend after Turbo caught him texting several other women. She contacted King and Roberts, and at the three recovered from their breakups, they realized this guy must have a hog. They realized that they had similar interests, including road trips. This guy really has a type, I think. This guy really has a type, I think. Roberts joked. The three sets out on the BAM bus. BAM for their names. The letters of their first names, BAM. Last month, starting in Boise and planning to head to Washington State and down the West Coast. That's a nice trip.
Huh. Slow news day for the Washington Post, huh?
Yeah.
What the fuck?
19-year-old drama.
Yeah. Effectively, the story is three 19-year-olds go on a road trip.
Effectively, the story is I want to include a photo of three 19-year-olds.
Yeah, how long are they going to last?
Yeah, what? Like what?
Why don't you advertise that you're going to be...
They've got to. They got to know someone at the Washington Post for this to be a story at the.
It's like one of their daughters.
Yeah, isn't the Washington Post slogan "Democracy dies in the dark"? And this is the story that you're writing. I could not give less of a shit about this story.
Amazon chairman Jeff Bezos blasted into suborbital space this week on the Blue Orient, company's maiden voyage with people on board. Best day ever, he said. It was a 10-minute fully automated flight. Fully automated meaning they didn't do anything. They're not going to receive their astronaut wings, because to receive an astronaut wings, you have to contribute to society at large. Be of service. Do experimentation.
Well, I mean, what?
You can't just go up there and play with your ball sack.
Yeah.
In terms of what, like, you have to do something for humanity up in space?
No, you have to do something for the trip. Like,
okay.
You have to provide a function, a role. You can't just be a space tourist and then call yourself an astronaut.
Okay, that makes sense. I thought you just for humanity in general. Yeah. I was like, I don't know. He's provided something to humanity.
And they had an 82-year-old woman on there, Wally Funk. She was up there, I think, shooting a Depends commercial.
Oh, nice.
You see how her urine was able to stay in the diaper at zero gravity. So she's out there. She is Wally Funk.
Jeff Bezos really had the greatest midlife crisis of all time.
Right.
He just went up. He was like, I'm going to go up to space in a dick rocket and come down in a fucking cowboy hat, bro.
You want to drive? You want to ride in my Corvette?
Yeah.
No. You want to ride on my spaceship?
Yeah.
What do you think about it?
I'm glad it worked out. It would have been sad if it hadn't.
Oh, God, it would have been horrible.
We didn't need that.
God, it would have been horrible. They're brave to do that anyway.
Would it have been horrible? It would have been sad. I don't know if it would have been horrible.
What do you call it? Bought a ticket. The actor Christian Kirshen.
Oh, yeah.
And his wife said, "No, you're not
Ashton
going."
Kutcher.
Yeah.
Oh, really?
Yeah. She was like, "You have little kids."
Yeah, no shit though. Let them try it out a few more times before you buy a ticket, though.
Canada announced this week it would allow fully vaccinated Americans into the country starting August 9th. I don't know if this may be already a story that's been changed.
Yeah.
Changes day to day.
And then they got this strange disease, Vienna.
Sausage?
That thing they don't know about. All the diplomats around the world are getting headaches and...
Oh, yeah.
The sound waves.
You want to talk about that a little bit?
Well, I think didn't originally say it started in Cuba,
right?
And they charged that they allege the country is the host country is doing some kind of warfare against the diplomats because the diplomats are experiencing headaches and they think it might be they're sending electromagnetic waves or something
sound
interference
waves or something,
to slowly destroy the capabilities of their diplomats and ultimately affect their country's prospects.
That sounds
in the world.
like some Bond villain stuff.
Oh, it's only going to get worse.
Yeah. Well, yeah. I don't think anyone's looking around at the world like this is about to get better.
Look at all the wires. It's only going to get worse. I brought some gifts. I like to bring in little gifts for the guests, and I have two beautiful pens. This is from Chase Bank.
Okay.
And,
sort of something.
And little microphones. These
Oh,
are
this is nicer.
these are for your mailbox keys. I wouldn't trust any.
Oh, these are
They're
gorgeous.
kind of novelty. I have to.
I need a new
I have to
keychain,
give
so
that.
this is perfect.
No. I don't want to. I don't want to be responsible for you losing important keys. Now.
Oh, really?
Well,
taking it
you want to
back.
take a chance. This, you know what I mean? It's good. Maybe you can reinforce it. You know what I mean?
I mean, imagine it's just a regular keychain. Is it like extremely weak?
Well, it's just made in China stuff, you know.
You got to be careful. You just got to make sure. This and plastic can always crack and get hot.
Oh, this
I
is
just don't want
plastic.
anybody to lose important stuff.
I keep my Tesla key on it.
Tesla.
Okay, so I can definitely. If you keep your Tesla key on it, all right, you don't. I can definitely put my apartment key on it. Oh,
Oh, thank you so much.
I know exactly where that's gonna go.
Isabella, you'll like this one.
I got an Isabella sticker downstairs.
Yeah, I got one of these made. Live a great story.
What?
Isn't that beautiful?
That's why do you wait? What? Why do you have those stickers? That's like something like my mom would have, like really.
Yeah, it's like this is up there with Live, Laugh, Love.
Yeah, that's
this
what
is
I'm
like
thinking.
The main thing is to keep the main thing the main thing.
And what's the other one?
quite inspiring.
Did I give you two of the same?
How you do anything is how you do everything.
Oh man, this is.
Not very well then.
How you do
Sad
anything is
indictment
how
on
you.
myself.
How you do anything is how you do everything. I saw this at the Comedy Store in Hollywood in the office, hanging on the wall.
And you
I
took a photo.
I said, God, that is just a wonderful.
I cut corners. Okay, that's not good for me.
Are you a corner cutter?
Yeah, but in an efficient way. You don't need these extra steps.
Oh, like me when I depackage at the supermarket.
Oh yeah, I saw that.
Yeah,
I don't know what that means.
it's like you said, why do something later when you can do it another time?
So he goes to the store and say like he buys a 12-pack of soap. He'll take like the wrapper off and like take it out of the boxes and put all the trash and throw it away at the store, so he doesn't have all this trash in his house.
Well, that's smart.
That's
Because whenever you buy something, you come home, you got like
Layers and layers
layers
of
of packaging and
plastic,
packaging.
yeah.
My
Right.
grandmother used to say back in the day, they gave you a little, when you bought something in the store, you put it in a little sack or something.
Yeah.
There was no pack. You can hardly get this shit open now.
right.
How many people have cut their fingers trying to get those compressed plastic compartments over products and stuff?
I mean,
like
it's
the
because
splinter packs. Or
It's because of globalization. These products are coming from other countries, and back in the day, they was just made at the factory down the road or whatever.
Fascinating.
They have to be stored for years.
there's
Container ship.
more gifts. Okay, all right.
So tell us some interesting stuff about either London or Hong Kong that maybe we don't know.
It's so vague.
She really gave it to me, huh? She's like, you asshole. That is so vague, you stupid ass. What kind of show is this? No, but you seem really knowledgeable about a lot of stuff. I didn't know they invited the Japanese to watch. How cool. Man, that must have been wild. And that thing went off. They must have looked at each other and said, they should have told them, surrender, stop this. We just saw something big.
Yeah, but they didn't go.
Oh, they didn't even go.
They didn't go.
No.
Oh, they invited them, but they didn't go.
Yeah.
Yeah, how you're gonna go to your main enemy's home to watch something? That seems like a trap. If I was the Japanese, I'd be like, I'm not gonna go.
Hey, we got a cool movie. You got to come over.
Yeah. Hey, you want to see this cool thing we got? No.
Hitler's like, come on, Churchill. I got a great movie.
Yeah.
Yeah, Churchill was something else. So they got that syndrome. They don't know what it's going. Now it's spreading to other places in the world, and it's about half of the victims have been CIA officers or their family members. 60 cases have been involved Defense Department employees or relatives, and 50 were connected to the State Department. So it's a mystery up to this point. It's like Bigfoot.
It's definitely some spy thing for sure.
For sure.
Yeah.
I've no doubt they can. I mean, just the technology that this idiot is
Or it
holding
could just
in
be
his
like the
hand,
diplomats want more holiday, and they're like, oh, we're all sick. You increase it to 2 months a year.
Yeah, there was a firefighter who told the fire department that his family had COVID, and then he went on vacation, and it was just a story.
Oh.
So he's in big trouble for that.
How many times have you said you had COVID to get out of things?
0.0.
Oh.
Yeah, I've never used that. I feel like
No.
that's like tempting fate.
Yeah, and it just makes it like, oh, you had COVID, you can't come to the shows for the next 2 weeks.
Right.
You know what I mean?
It seems like like when you watch a movie and it's like, oh, it's the cops, it's his last day, it's his last shift, and then the bad thing happens to him. That's what it feels like. If you like lie about having COVID, it's like, oh, it's coming for you.
Yeah.
I would not want to test fate like that.
You guys got great teeth, too.
Oh,
Both
my mom's
of
a
you.
dentist.
Oh,
Really?
nice. Dude, I'm going to hang out with your mom.
Yeah,
Really?
My mom's a dentist. My dad works for NASA. They're interesting people.
What?
Really?
I didn't know that.
Where's he?
I am going to your house for free dental work.
Where's he stationed in NASA?
He works at NASA Ames in the Bay Area, Mountain View.
How cool! He's math. He's good at math.
He's great at math. I've seen a couple of his math books, and it's like in the symbols they use. It's like you can't even imagine.
Really hard having a parent that's smarter than you.
Yo, it's insane. It's a lot to live up to. It is a
Don't,
lot.
aren't
to live
your
up to.
parents smarter than you?
No.
Oh wow!
She was a lawyer when she was 22.
So you're really highly intelligent.
No, like everyone becomes a lawyer. You do. I did my undergrad in law in the UK. You can do it quicker.
And the rest of your siblings is intelligent? Is everybody else in the family?
Yeah, three of us went to Oxford, and then
Oxford, that's
one's
like
a doctor.
Oxford is the like a USC or a state, even more.
Oh, that hurt her soul.
Oh, that's
Look at her face.
Oh,
Look at her
I'm
face.
sorry.
Look at her face. No. Keep
Harvard
it up.
or Yale. Harvard or Yale.
No, it's
right?
USC.
It's USC. I went to USC.
Oxford is like a Harvard or Yale, right?
Sure.
I think it's better than a Harvard Yale answer. She thinks it's on a whole different level.
Oh, it's been around for
Forever.
Oh my God, forever.
Isn't it the oldest university?
That's where Harry Potter went.
Yeah, this might be the oldest.
It's where Harry Potter.
How cool is that? Oxford University. So you can just do anything you want.
No, it's not that cool. I
Oh,
mean,
it's
you
better
just,
than,
you just go there to tick a box. It's not like
To take a what?
tick a box.
You go there to feel better than everybody.
Yeah, that's it.
That's what that
Well,
was.
it's better than Nassau Community College on Long Island. So, where does your mother practice dentistry?
The Bay Area, the Silicon Valley, because
So
that's
that's
where
where
NASA
they're from.
Ames is. Yeah,
She has her own practice.
she has her own practice now.
She pay off all the medical bills and everything already?
Yeah.
So now it's all positive cash flow.
And it's also like
How many
back when-
clients? How many clients?
She has a lot of patients. She's always busy. It's one of
And
she's a
it's
very good
amazing. You've
dentist.
been to the dentist just recently. The X-rays are different now.
Yeah.
And everything is like super duper high tech.
They show you the X-ray on the computer, and then I took a picture of my.
right.
You see how deep the roots are in your teeth? They go way up, way down. And how cool is that? And you have siblings?
Yeah, I have a little sister. She's going to USC. Funnily enough, the Oxford of America.
Good for her.
That's where she's going.
Good for her.
USC.
Yeah,
Holy cow.
she
Now,
wants to
where
go to
is she going to live? Because that's in a really dicey neighborhood. It's a great institution, but it's in a real dicey neighborhood.
Well, right now
She's got to be safe. Has she
Yeah.
been briefed on that?
Well, yeah, I've been telling her about that. But right now, so her first year she had to do from home because they were all shut down because of COVID. So she didn't get her like freshman year experience. But right now she's living on campus housing. So yeah, it's good. It's like
Just
USC
get her a gun.
USC is like
that
in a
Lego
rough
gun.
neighborhood, but the campus housing is like in a pocket, like a nice little safe pocket. So as long as she
No,
stays
I'm
in
sure
there,
it
she'll
is.
be
But
fine.
you just go a few blocks in
Right.
the wrong direction or the right direction, where whatever you're into is.
No, it gets pretty rough.
Take
around
a
USC.
self-defense class.
So you get all your
There's a
dental.
great one in LA.
You can't choke out a bullet.
Yeah.
So you get all your dental work for free. Let me ask you this: if you're, when would someone need a deep cleaning?
Well,
Twice a year.
yeah, my mom is like my mom would tell you every 6 months.
Yeah, every 6 months.
Right. It's just like
That's what I'm dealing with right now.
Is it still? Are you still dealing with the effects of it?
No, I'm just doing part 2 of 3.
I take my dog for a deep dental cleaning
deep-
every 6 months.
Deep cleaning is where they go in underneath your gums.
Right.
And
They have to-
they're
they have to
like-
numb you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
And
yeah,
the
I've never done
numbing, for some reason, hasn't been working on me.
Bell palsy.
So, yeah. So they gave me like 4 in the top of my mouth and then like they did like more than they've ever done before on somebody, and
It's-
I still feel like lightning bolts in my teeth. And
That
they're like,
sucks.
yeah, and they're like, maybe your PhD or your PD or PH is off right now, and
It's weird that they're splitting yours into 3 parts because I
Right.
got my last deep cleaning maybe right after
But you don't
we got
need
vaccinated.
it. If your gums don't bleed,
Yeah,
you don't need
I don't know
a
what you
deep
guys are
cleaning.
talking about. I've never done anything like that.
Why
know-
your teeth are great? Why would you
Because
get a
I get them
clean-
deep cleaned regularly.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
From your mom?
Yeah, my mom.
yeah,
That's-
if you get free dental things, you of course
you
do
should
it.
absolutely take it.
Yeah.
Having nice teeth is amazing.
Yeah.
Yeah. But no,
I know. I'm losing my whole side. It's
But-
uneven.
It is like last time I did it.
You
They did it in
grind?
2 parts. 3 parts is interesting.
Well, 3 parts only because the last time I went, it wasn't working. But
Okay.
then I tell you what, though, my face was the numbest I could ever. I couldn't talk, and like I went to the store, I'm like, like I was like
Yeah.
Michael Laird, like drunk Michael Laird, and I was just drooling. I couldn't drink water, couldn't feel my anything. My
How long?
face.
For how long?
Like 2 hours.
2 hours.
yeah.
That's about normal. Yeah.
Man, so you get free dental
Mm-hmm.
because dental isn't covered when you get older. It's all out of pocket.
It's just
Right. It's expensive too.
Yeah.
It's pretty crazy.
It's the stupidest thing in the world.
Yeah.
You wouldn't go to a mechanic and he would say, "Oh, I don't work on radiators.
Mm-hmm.
It's part of the engine, and your mouth is part of your body." But for some reason, it never went that
Yeah.
way.
Yeah.
What do you mean?
Healthcare should cover dentists.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Healthcare should absolutely cover dentists.
Yeah.
That's insane that it doesn't.
Yeah.
It's just another one of those insane things by
It's-
the white devil.
Oh,
Yeah.
absolutely. Again, preach.
Historically, like when they first started recording people's deaths and stuff, a lot of it was to do with teeth. Like back in the
Well,
olden times.
If you get an infection around here, it's like super deadly. So that's why dentistry it's its own special thing because it's like if you fuck up in dentistry, it could lead to bad consequences quickly.
But they had surprisingly good teeth in the olden days because sugar wasn't part of the diet.
Do you have any? You got all the heavy metals out of your mouth now? It's all porcelain.
I don't think so.
You know what I mean?
Do you
The
have
the
fillings?
fillings.
I have fillings. Yeah, I still have fillings.
They're
Oh,
all
you don't even have good teeth if you have fillings. I don't have fillings.
zero,
Well, I
zero,
have-
0.0?
0.0.
I have soft teeth.
Okay.
That's what,
Can I
that's
can I
genetic
look?
though.
Can I? In the back.
I have
Really?
all-
No cavities at all?
That's crazy.
all metal.
How
They
did
asked
you-
if I was in the army.
That's funny.
Wow, all mint.
Yeah.
Never drilled. How about the wisdom teeth? You still got them?
I think I got one out, but most of them I got.
And so you have any fillings?
I think I have a couple.
Are they all white?
I think they are now.
All the heavy. I got all the heavy metal taken out.
Yeah.
Does that hurt? Because I have to do that next.
No. They'll just Novocaine you up, and remove the heavy metal, silver or whatever they were using,
Okay.
and put the non-abrasive, non-toxic porcelain.
Yeah, it's been a while.
Tell your mom you want those damn things taken out if you have them. Let me see. Do you have any? Yeah, you might have some.
I might have some in the back, but that's the thing. I got my fillings like
Oh,
very
yeah.
young.
Tell
It's been a while.
Yeah, but you should
And
tell
your
us.
mom's a dentist?
It's whatever, right? It's like
No,
the fillings
you
on the
should
back
tell
of
her,
my teeth.
Mom. What the hell? You didn't take these. Why didn't you
Yeah.
take these metal things out?
Well, because I also who likes going to the dentist? I don't like. It's nice to get for free, but it's not like I want to go to the dentist because it's available to me.
I would.
That's
I put
whatever.
blinders on when I go, so I don't have to see anything.
Like, instead of hugging my mom, I would just go to her with my mouth open if she was a dentist.
Right. Okay. So that's like a.
Brush my teeth.
I think that has more to do with your relationship with your mom than the fact of there being a dentist. But
My mom used to always say, and I never understood this because I don't understand what she's talking about. She says if she ever dies, to take a wrench and take all her
No.
fillings out.
Oh.
So that
Because they're valuable.
because they're valuable.
Gold.
Some gold.
They must be gold.
Your inheritance is in my mouth.
fillings?
Oh yeah.
Oh, I guess they do, huh?
they do, yeah.
Oh yeah. That's what they were doing. These damn Nazis used to do that to
Yes.
the poor people.
They used to take the fillings
Harvest their valuable metals from their mouth.
As a kid, though, that thought is just disturbing. Though.
Yeah, it's pretty rough. That's rough to think about as an adult. Just going into your dead mom's mouth and wrenching teeth out. Yeah, that shouldn't be an easy
like
thought.
it's like Jesus Christ hanging off the cross. It's not. I've.
Oh, because he had metal in his hands.
I just grew up always seeing it. But if someone just walked into a church who had never been to a church before, and they saw this fella hanging off a cross with nails in his feet, and
It's pretty
that
violent.
would be pretty
I mean,
shocking.
yeah,
That's
it was
pretty
meant
violent.
to be shocking. The Romans used to put them on crosses to be an example to people. Don't steal, don't commit crimes.
Man, that's why history is so fascinating.
It's like the head on the pikes in the UK.
Right, they were brutal. The English were brutal. They ran the whole world,
the
more
Middle
or
Ages
less,
were
for a
brutal.
long time. They still had colonies up to today.
Yeah.
I think there's some
I mean,
colonies.
isn't
that
the
they have.
Queen on Canada's money still?
Oh, well, they're the part of the Commonwealth, so the Queen is the head of state still. But it's their choice.
Yeah.
And did you hear they were letting them picnic on the grounds now?
Oh, that's nice of them.
I think it's $20, $25. They can go in there and picnic on the. Did I ask you already? I'm sorry if I did. Do you have? Oh, you do have a younger sibling.
Yes.
So what a great! You both have great parents, great smart parents.
Mm-hmm.
A dentist and I guess a scientist or
Yeah,
a,
rocket scientist.
How long has he been with NASA?
Since the 80s, for a while. For a while, it's
He
like,
could get a job with,
He's a
Tesla.
legit. He's a legit genius.
He could get a job from and what nationality is he from?
He's Bangladesh. Yeah, he grew up in a village and all that.
He could get a job with SpaceX like that.
SpaceX.
SpaceX, yeah,
Yeah,
like
I mean,
that.
The holiday.
I guess he could if he wanted to. I think he's fine at NASA right now. I think he's chilling.
Oh, he loves NASA, I guess.
yeah, and he's just older. I think it's like there's no reason for him to switch jobs.
Right.
Yeah, but you're a government aide. You work for the government. There's good benefits in that, especially when
yes.
you've been doing it for that long.
Yeah, he's got his retirement package.
Yeah. Oh
And
yeah, everything.
What law does your mom and dad specialize in?
My dad's criminal. He's a criminal barrister, so he does, murder and stuff like that. And then my mom's completely corporate. She does corporate finance, companies buying each other, companies listing on stock exchanges.
And which one are you interested in? If you had to practice.
When I practice criminal.
Wow.
Yeah, I was like a trial attorney, I guess.
It's whenever I see it on the social media, it's a stressful occupation, especially criminal. Everybody looks. The judge is stressed. The defendant, of course, is stressed.
I mean, it's
stressed.
it's hard not to get emotion involved, but it's not that stressful.
Yeah,
Did you have to wear the wigs in court?
Yeah, I did.
Oh, really?
I think your system is the best. See, we have this 12 idiots that decide somebody's life.
Jury, we do have juries in the
But I thought you had 3 experts who make a decision.
It just depends what court they're at.
I see.
Why do you have to still wear the wigs?
Yeah. Do you have a picture of you with the wig on?
I do have a picture. Yeah.
Send it. I want to see it. Let's look at it.
Right now?
Yeah.
I don't know if I can find it that easily. So why do you have to wear the wigs? Oh, because so the legal profession is divided. You have the lawyers, you have barristers and solicitors. Solicitors do the paperwork. The barristers are go to court. They're the trial people, and their main duty is to the court. So they wear the wig to be to show that they're anonymous and their duty is to the court.
They're completely independent, or they're not partial. Is
Yeah,
that
they're not.
it?
Yeah, they're not partial. They have a higher duty of ethics, and they're technically the barrister's client is the solicitor. So the lay person will hire the solicitor, who will hire the barrister. So it's 2 degrees of separation.
Fascinating. Man, I'm real happy. I'm happy you two are here today on Dead Air number 60. You guys are fascinating. You have so much insight and backgrounds and families, great families, and everybody gets along in the family.
Oh no.
Oh no. We'll start with you. Your family gets along.
Oh yeah, right. Famous.
Now, you got some issues with your siblings or the parents or the?
Oh, my parents divorced just before I was born.
Oh, broken family, huh? Did you go to counseling?
Well, it didn't affect me because it happened before I was alive.
Wow, it really just shut down the whole podcast.
It really affected Brian hard.
Now, did they remarry?
Yeah, they both remarried. They both divorced again. It's not funny.
So you have some step brothers and sisters, I guess.
Half brothers and sisters.
Half.
Yeah.
Which half?
My dad has 3 sets of kids with 3 different women.
So he's got a hog too.
He's got a hog. Yeah, my dad's a bit of a.
He likes he likes the ladies.
Trying to find a photo.
You're trying to find a photo of her and.
There must be. I'll
You
find
do
it.
have a photo of exact photo of something I've taken before.
So it must be hard for you to
I'll
date.
find
You're being
Date.
as intelligent as you are. You don't want to date some guy that's drooling and watching cartoons.
No, not particularly. But you don't want to date someone who's drooling, do you?
No, of course not.
You gotta get into cartoons, Brian.
No,
There are a lot of good ones out there.
I just feel self-conscious. That's all. I just feel. At the end of the day, I'm watching a cartoon. You know, I used to watch the Popeye and the Roadrunner on Saturday mornings, or was it Sunday morning? Remember that show? Do you remember this show where you had to bring stuff with you, and they would ask you, "Do you have an eraser?" Remember that show? Was it called Wonderama? It was Saturday morning, and the host all the kids would bring stuff in a plastic bag, and they'd say, "Do you have a number 2 pencil?"
Oh, you're talking about
remember that show?
Let's make a deal.
All right, I sent
No,
you
it was a kids show. I'll have to research that and get some more information. It was a great show because they would say, "Do you have a can opener?" And someone say, "I got a can opener."
What happens if you had the stuff? Did you get?
I think
did they talk to you? Was there like an interview? Like what was it?
Yeah, it was fascinating. I can't even remember the show, but so that's great. Wow, we're learning so much today.
Check this out. Here's her with a wig on.
Whoa.
Wow, look at you.
It's like just me in an elevator.
God,
Just for a trial.
you got it going on. You got it going on. If I see you at another comedy show, I'm going to be right behind you, asking you more questions, talking to you, and you too.
Hassan.
Holy cow. Right away you think Middle East, but Bangladesh, very good.
Well, I do have the Middle Eastern look. I'm not gonna.
We can relax a little bit
a little less on edge.
Oh my God, what a great shot.
You look so young. It's ridiculous.
How old are
you're
you in
just
that?
smart as a whip, huh?
Well, how old am I? That? Probably like 22, 23. But yeah, I'd go to the court.
You look 22 or 23 right now.
I know.
At 19 or
I'd go to the
18.
court to represent the client, and I did a lot of juvenile cases, and the parents would just be like, "Oh no,"
Yeah, you don't want someone looking
and
at
then I'd win, and then I'd win the case, and they'd be like, "Yay!"
Did you win a lot of your cases?
I did win. I just think the judges thought I was so cute. They were like, "All right, we'll find it, not guilty."
They really
Didn't a lot of objections went your way?
they said
That's an American thing.
Oh, is it really? You guys don't
do
object?
I object. No.
No. How do you object to stuff?
You say point of order. Or
Oh,
my
okay.
learned friend.
So you object in a more posh.
Oh yeah.
term. Yeah.
So
That's
you
still
have-
an objection.
So you have to refer to your other party as my learned friend.
Okay.
My learned friend is mistaken.
how cool. You know, they really got nervous when your parents came to drop off your lunch
What?
in the courtroom.
No, my parents have never done that.
Wow. So when's the last time you talked to your mom or dad?
I talk to my mom every day.
Every day. How cool is that? How about you?
I call him once a week.
And your dad's real. Is he an approachable guy? Sometimes really smart people are kind of standoffish.
Yeah, he's not like the most social guy, but like if you get him like in a one-on-one situation, he'll talk your ear off. One of those.
A dentist and a rocket scientist and 2 lawyers. Wow. Indonesia has emerged as the latest pandemic hotspot. I'll just stop it there. They're having a lot of problems over there.
Oh, that's sad.
Now, do you want to hear about how do you say his name?
Sudeikis, Jason Sudeikis.
You want to hear about Jason Sudeikis? The past year has been an emotional roller coaster for Jason Sudeikis, said so-and-so and so-and-so. In the middle of a pandemic, Ted Lasso, the TV show he co-created and stars in about a psychological football turn. I don't want to read about him. Do you want to read about it? Why don't you read it?
I've seen the show.
Is it good?
He plays like this American football guy.
Yeah,
and
tell
he's
us about it.
He's hired in the UK as a coach to a soccer team, so he doesn't know what he's doing. And they hire him because they want to destroy the soccer team. But then he ends up being so delightfully American that he wins everyone and like, starts doing really well.
Yeah.
Is it funny?
Yeah.
It won a bunch of awards.
It won,
Yeah.
but
It's a hit.
it's a hit. Did it make you laugh? No. Okay.
It's an Apple Plus show.
I'm not gonna buy that.
There's a similar one. I think it's like Emily in Paris. It's like an American goes to Paris, and like the Parisians act
We
typically
need more
French,
yellow paint.
and she acts
We
typically
need more
American.
yellow paint. Order more yellow paint.
Is that what the strike is about? Not enough yellow paint?
No, it's not a strike. They just don't have the manpower, and the pilots and flight attendants get timed out all the time. They can only work a certain amount of hours. And
So that's just the same as you saying there's one person at Taco Bell. There's
Right.
One person.
yeah, the COVID-19 is just everything's not going to just snap back immediately.
No.
People have been furloughed. People don't want to come back. People have
People
been
don't want to
laid
come
off.
back for less money. That seems like a bad deal for everybody.
Britney Spears won a major legal victory last week in her battle to
So
escape.
awkward.
What do you think about that? That father, I think, is doing wrong. She needs to be on her own.
I mean, I feel
enough.
like they can't let her out because then they have to admit that she should never have been locked up for like 20
Right, right,
point.
right. So we keep on making the same mistakes so we don't have to admit the original mistake.
Yeah. It's like gone on way too long. It's too awkward now.
Oh, yeah, apparently she got her first iPad recently at 39. She was able to buy her own iPad for the first time or something crazy like that. It's like, damn. They really...
She might be like schizophrenic though, right?
Yeah, she might be, but on top of that,
But it's like
psychologically
She's
tortured.
no different than
by-
any other woman with money. She'll spend the money just like regular women spend
I
money.
know. I think the big
deal.
point was if she was schizophrenic, they shouldn't have made her work when she didn't want to work.
Damn. My 600-pound life star died.
Oh, that's sad. That was a good. That's a good show.
Lifestyle. I never saw that one.
You never seen the show?
My 600-pound life? It's pretty crazy.
Pretty fucking great.
It's pretty crazy.
It's like crack TV.
This one is for you, Isabella.
Oh yeah.
A book checked out of a former library run by a British cathedral has been returned more than 300 years after it was borrowed. The book, a 1704 printing of the Faith and Practice of Church of England -man, whatever that means, was sent by a woman who found it among her grandmother's belongings. The Reverend Canon Keith Farrow of Sheffield Cathedral told the family...
Sheffield
Cathedral told the family, shut her mic off. Family overdue. You're probably kind of amazed why somebody who really can't speak too well has a podcast. Helen Keller, open the door for everybody.
I think you're incredibly eloquent.
And Sheffield Cathedral told the family the overdue fee could buy the cathedral a new roof. But I did promise the family I wouldn't charge them the fine, he said. It's a joy to have this little jewel back.
That's delightful.
Yeah, I don't
That's
trust
like a
that.
story.
I don't trust that father.
Yeah.
Yeah, the Britney father.
He should just. Why is he fighting with his daughter? Give it a just step. Recluse yourself and stop all this nonsense. He's a bad dad.
Yeah,
Look at him. He looks like a bad dad.
yeah,
Leave her alone.
yeah. I mean, whatever happens, he's antagonizing her by being
Right.
part of the story.
Like your little friend Harry from the royal family.
What about him?
He's antagonizing the whole royal, and he's
Oh,
going to
yeah,
write a
yeah.
book now.
Oh yeah, he's trying to destroy the royal family.
See that? Why he's not really enlightened, is he? He's like a low thinker, huh?
I think he's just in love. Like he's so in love,
I
and
know
he's
it's hard to see Britney Spears as a human being, but trust me, she is. She's a person.
Man, if time has found anybody right, it's this guy. Right? What a ahead of his time take.
I know.
For real. Everyone was making fun of him.
Yeah.
Lo and behold, he was a prophet.
Tell me about this.
Would be pretty.
It's a very famous viral video, and it's just
From like
this
maybe
guy-
what 15
yeah.
years ago.
People
maybe?
getting
2000
emotional about
2000, like,
Britney, saying
around when she
needs
shaved her
to be
hair.
free and
Yeah, and it's just he ends up crying and saying, "Leave Britney alone,"
Is for you to
and people laugh at him and make fun of him. Yeah.
it became like a viral meme.
Huge.
The world needs to know that Britney still has her fans. Formed for you bastards! Leave Britney alone!
I'd like to have lunch with this guy.
Suck them off.
So he must feel so vindicated. Right
Oh, yeah,
now.
totally.
Oh my god.
That if Britney was a professional, she would have pulled it off no matter what. Speaking of professionalism, when is it professional to publicly bash someone who's going through a hard time?
Oh,
God, I forgot how good this
This
was.
is a great video. This is an all-time great video.
This is America's way. How do I find this at home in the privacy of my own home?
It's called Leave Britney
Just search
Alone.
up "Leave Britney Alone." You'll see it.
oh, the new thing people are upset about though is this show called The Prince on HBO. It's like a cartoon about the royal family by Americans, but they're like making fun of like he's like an 8-year-old boy and he's a real boy, and they're like this is gonna mess him up.
I feel like being part of the royal family is going to mess you up anyway.
Really?
A Michigan man demolishing the stairs behind his house found an unexpected treasure underneath 160 bowling balls. David Olson of Massakia figured when he found the first ball, maybe there was just a couple in there to fill in, but they eventually unearthed a bowling alley's worth. The house dates to 1959 when a Brunswick factory operated nearby, and former employees told him workers often took unusable balls home for construction projects. Olson plans to keep some of the nicer looking ones to do some edging, he said. My wife is really
wait, edging? Wait,
Yeah.
edging?
He's just gonna
You mean the sexual term edging? I mean, I'm into that. But...
stare at them and not come. It's gonna be tough for him, this Michigan man.
Wow, 3 holes. My lucky day.
He said his wife is really handy and she wants to do some projects.
I think they call that it's 160 bowling balls. I think that's called a Midwest treasure chest. That's a
With housing prices skyrocketing in the U.S. and Canada, $80,000 might seem like a decent deal for a 19-acre lot on the Canadian side of Lake Erie, but it comes with a catch. The entire lot is underwater and has no land access. This property is presently underwater but could have endless possibilities in the future, reads the listing for the lot.
I feel like it has endless possibilities in the past.
yeah.
Yeah, I have some swampland in Florida. You know, I own land in Florida, but it's all swampland, so it's like,
Oh, wow.
Did you
Did it start off swampland?
yeah, it was always
Oh, it was
swampland.
always
really?
Yeah.
Why'd you buy it? Was it like a gamble? Like maybe this will not become swampland?
I think, yeah,
Did
I
you
think
drain
they were like going to build a development on it and like fix it up, and then my grandmother bought a bunch of it, and then it fell through, and then my grandma was like, well, this is worth nothing. So
Did she buy any crypto?
No,
Yeah.
she's dead now, but she gave it to me, or I got it.
Oh, you inherited.
I don't even know where it is.
how you would even go about selling it if
Yeah.
you could? Yeah.
Yeah, a lot of people lost money on buying land in Florida, and then when they got down there, because they tried to drain the Everglades, and they were going to do all this, and people bought so many people got taken,
Oh, it's
and
so
they
sad.
went down there and they found out what their property was. It
Oh,
was
no.
just it was nothing that could be used.
Yeah.
Oh, sorry.
Damn, what a scam.
This is I can't remember exactly when in history. It was black and white photographs, so you know it was back in the day.
50s, 60s.
Just got taken.
Yeah, I guess it was just so much harder to travel then, and
Yeah, you just had to take people's words for stuff.
I remember the whole Salton Sea development.
Oh,
near
yeah.
LA.
I never got to go to that. That's something I always wanted to
Cool.
go.
What is?
Yeah, I've never
what-
been there
What
either.
is that?
It's near Palm Springs.
They
you
thought
know.
it was going to be like this amazing lake resort, and it just ended up being a completely toxic wasteland. But a lot of people bought
Wow.
property or plots of land near it to retire.
And they actually started, if I recall, they started building on it, like resorts and stuff.
Yeah.
And then they found out it's not going to work. And now you go there, and it just smells like dead.
Yeah,
dead
so they
fish.
put loads of fish in this lake, and then they all died and putrefied, and then it killed a lot of the bird life because they ate it, and it's
Wow.
What does putrefied mean? Just toxic?
yeah, it got like rotted. And
Oh yeah, so this is right below Coachella.
Yeah. Yeah, and it just stinks, and there's bones everywhere. Like when you're just walking on the ground, there's just like bones of dead fish and animals everywhere. And
That's wild.
I met a guy on the plane who said he was scouting locations for Burning Man, maybe in Austin,
Oh, cool.
and take it out of California.
wow,
Interesting.
that's interesting.
that's such a humid Burning Man.
Burning Man in Chicala is a different thing, 2 different events.
Coachella, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I mean, there is a lot of area of Texas that's in the middle of nowhere that's just open, tons of land, you know?
Gun-related injuries in the U.S. Incur more than $1 billion in annual medical costs, most of it paid by Medicare and other public health programs. According to a study by the Government Accounting Office, gun violence leads to 50,000 emergency room visits and 30,000 hospital stays a year, with many of the victims poor and uninsured. 4 states accounted for more than 40% of all new COVID infections over the past week. Florida is responsible for nearly 20% of the nation's new COVID cases and now has 4 times the average of all states for new cases per day. Heat spells. Okay, we're getting to the end of items of interest.
Okay.
And then we're going to just...
How do you feel about guns?
Go ahead.
Pretty vague question. You know.
Well, that's a pretty pointed question.
Yeah,
I mean, what do you think?
I think like people should have the right to like arm themselves and defend themselves, sure, but it's like at the same time, you know, there's a test to become a driver. There should be some sort of test to own weapons. I think that's fair. I think that's a fair. Like, if I have to have a driver's license, there should be a gun license. Absolutely. So it's like I don't know if it's like 'cause you can get them pretty easily, and maybe it shouldn't be that easy. That's all I think.
Thank you for that.
Yeah,
I guess I'm the only one answering that question that was just put out there.
Interesting. Strong stance. Yeah.
What about you?
I kind
What
of.
about you?
What about me? I really do. Could've went off.
What about you?
I really do believe in democracy, and I really do get the impression that people in America want their guns. So.
Yeah, they like it. It's like it's like me collecting bonsai trees.
It definitely
People
makes
like
it
guns,
more-
want to collect a lot of guns.
It makes it more of a high risk place, but you know, it's a trade off, and it's like first world meets some of the third world problems, but you know, if people want that and it's a democratic right and they voted for it, then.
And there's and a lot of people say, "Oh, they're going to take our guns away." Nobody's taking 72 million guns or more.
No.
I know there's just too many.
There's too many
Yeah.
guns. The bond has already been left to cow.
Yeah.
And I mean, no one's going to take your guns.
No one's-
People
yeah.
believe in things that are just not going to happen. Samsung, this is for Brian. Samsung has introduced a new video display that can stretch up to 1,000 inches long. Said so and so and so and so. The wall was first introduced by Samsung at the 2018 Consumer Electronics Show, where a 146-inch version was on display. The technology involves micro LEDs that form panels that can be slotted together to form ever larger TVs. The 2021 upgrade lets customers, mainly businesses, purchase a television as long as 2 buses placed end to end.
Damn.
Yeah, it's really cool, but it's super expensive, and you have to install air conditioning just for it.
Oh,
Just to keep it
Just
cool.
to keep it cool. 'Cause
Damn.
Wow.
How much does it cost?
I think it starts off at what was it, 100? Does it say in the article? I think 100 and
That's unusual. Let me finish.
So it's not a consumer product.
no.
I mean, if you're rich enough, I guess.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's pretty badass though.
That is pretty crazy.
But I mean, just fucking have a projector. You don't need to spend 140,000 or whatever it is.
The 2021 upgrades lets purchase television as long as 2 buses placed in. The newer model is thinner and crisper with up to 16K resolution on a staggering 15,360 by 260 pixels. The panel formatting also allows for more versatility depending on the space. The panels can be fitted to a curved wall or even mounted on the ceiling. But it doesn't give us a price. That's unusual. I don't know why they didn't do that.
Yeah, I think I read it was over $100,000 starting, and that's without getting like the air conditioning and all that crap.
Jeez.
If you're headed to the national park this summer, expect plenty of company, said so-and-so and so-and-so and so-and-so. The numerous visitors swarming public lands so exceed past records that 5 parks, Arcadia, Muir Woods, Glacier, Rocky Mountain, and Yosemite now require reservations just to get in. My God.
Damn.
Oh wow.
Used to be able to go up a half dome without reservations.
Well,
Now
so
you
just
have to have
drive there.
reservations just to go up to half dome.
Yeah, it's because people had so much free time last year. Like,
Right.
they
Right.
traveled. Did you travel around?
No, not really.
I feel like a lot of comics like went into the wilderness.
Oh no, I didn't. I hold up.
What is that natural spring or whatever, the water that's out here that you have to get reservations
The
for?
I
now?
Love Barton Springs
Barton
Municipal
Springs.
Pool.
Yeah. Why do they have reservations?
I think they might have changed it
Oh.
to stop homeless people going in.
Oh.
You been there?
I haven't been there.
You been there?
It's amazing. I go all the time, and you should go.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
Really?
And you should go. There's topless women.
Does
as
it,
well.
what?
Oh wow. Wow. That's a good sell.
Yeah.
I haven't been sold anything so fast before in my life.
Where do I where do I what it's a big area, so I want to make sure I get to the area that you say is amazing. What is that called?
It's just called Barton Springs Municipal Pool. You just pay to go in. It's a
Just
natural
Google it, yeah.
spring. It's like a really long pool of like beautiful natural spring water with fish in it, and
I've always wanted to go to this.
it has like healing properties. It's amazing.
Maybe we'll meet out there.
Yeah.
When you make a reservation, you got to tell them how many in your party or something.
No. You can literally just go there. You just download the app and you just do it quickly while you're there.
You shave my back, I'll shave yours, Brian.
No problem. Oh, and so you've been here. And you
Oh,
love
I
it.
go there all the
And
time.
you love it.
I love it.
And who do you go with?
I go on my own sometimes. It's so nice.
That's great.
He's got some nice teeth there.
It's average to you. And there's a legal side and an illegal side.
What's that
So
mean?
if you don't get if the legal side is closed for some reason, they have an illegal side where they allow dogs and people are, I guess, doing drugs but it's still really cool. It's like the other side of this, so it's like not fenced in and it has just an amazing time. There's like hundreds of dogs jumping in the water. Beautiful.
That's great. I want to take my dogs
That
out.
looks cool.
Oh, and they have lifeguards there
Your
too.
dogs
huh?
are tiny. They get cold. They'd be like, I don't like it.
Wait, what kind of dogs do you have?
What's that guy doing?
I'm an English Cocker Spaniel.
Oh, really? What's that guy sitting on the bottom for?
You just chilling, meditating.
It's like, leave me alone.
Yeah, you clearly want to be left alone. You don't hang out there if you want to be around people.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm going to have to go there because I haven't been to the pool where I live yet. If I see children in it, I kind of shy away.
But also, it's not chlorinated.
Yeah, it's not cool.
It's so nice.
Yeah, I haven't gone to my pool. I forgot I have a pool here too. And
Community pool.
yeah, and it's like, well, it's only for this little block. My neighborhood
wow.
block, and it's
So basically, private pool.
yeah, it's got a pretty much private pool. It's got a fitness area, and it's got 3 pools. It's got like a kid pool, like a lap pool where you can go back and forth, and then just like a.
How nice is that?
Yeah.
So you might need reservations. Still, the parks are worth the hassle if you adjust. Hire a guide, for example, because official operators hold all of the permits necessary to make guests' trip a success. Many also provide transportation for lodging, skip overbooked park campsites, and splurge on park-adjacent hotels, some which offer free airport shuttle buses and save you on rental car costs. You could also camp on public lands outside the park whenever you pitch your tent. Wake up early. Bring the trailhead at day. Being at the trailhead at daybreak is the best way to avoid afternoon heat, storms, and crowds. So good luck.
The only thing they're super strict about is no food because they don't want ants or flies or anything like that.
Oh wow!
But you can eat on the illegal side.
And what's the temperature of the water?
It's cold. It's really nice.
Because it's
and-
underground spring. It's
Yeah.
just real chilly, huh?
Yeah, it's really nice.
Ah, chilly.
Refreshing.
Wow, that's a bikini.
It's just there it is. There.
Bitcoin up, it's down, it's up, it's down,
It's up,
it's up, it's down.
It's always doing something. Bitcoin's
And-
always doing something.
It's a good time to buy, probably.
I don't know. I don't know anything about cryptocurrencies.
I know.
No.
I think it's a Ponzi scheme.
It's a Ponzi scheme.
Okay, this is the last hit. This is a little poetry, a little bit wisdom, some wit. Who knows? No folk tale has ever begun thus. Once upon a time, there was a president.
What?
No folk tale has ever begun thus. Once upon a time, there was a president.
That's true.
The news is what people have forgotten, not just what people don't know yet. I got yelled at today for going on the property without asking for permission.
Oh, wow. Whose property?
It was a Land Rover deal, and they had a whole bunch of Land Rovers. It was an interesting for my video. And
You're filming.
The guy came out. I figured the guy would. I figured once you pull in, they'll come out. He did come out.
Where at?
Right here.
In Pflugerville? I know where you're talking about.
The Land Rover.
Yeah.
He's got a bunch of old ones.
Yeah, and that's kind of like a private little driveway. You pull it in.
I got molested. Yeah.
Oh.
He wasn't happy that I didn't ask first. I have this terrible theory that people are like roaches. They adapt to their circumstances. Oh, that's true. There are a lot of happy prisoners.
Oh, you think?
Oh, yeah. They just get used to
They
it.
get institutionalized.
Well, yeah,
They just
there's
get
the
used
people
to
who
it.
famously, like, once they get out, they can't live life on the outside again, and that they go back in.
Yeah.
People change and forget to tell each other. Wow.
Some deep
People change and
relationship.
forget to tell each other.
This feels like stuff you would put on a sticker. It feels like you're giving us sticker sayings.
Literature is the most agreeable way of ignoring life.
Because you escape into literature?
You're just in that world.
Movies, films?
Seeing through is rarely seeing into. And that's it. That's the items for episode number 60 of Dead Air. That's the items of interest. I think we have some time, do we, for a few questions, or how are you doing on time?
Maybe like 10 more minutes.
All right.
Let's do some questions. We don't want to spend too much time on each answer, so try to edit yourself. And it'll
Snappy.
be difficult for you since you're an attorney.
Okay.
What was your best comic experience? Your best comedy experience.
I really enjoyed some of the festivals I did, like Seattle and Big Sky and Laughing Skull.
I love Laughing Skull.
I opened for Brendan Schaub for about a year, so I did the Wilbur, and
Oh, good for you. I didn't know that.
That was the Wilbur was some next level stuff right there. That was like, oh, this is like the height of comedy.
Really?
Oh yeah, it was nice. It was big.
Who's your favorite movie star, if you have one? Christopher Walken?
She does seem like she would like Christopher Walken.
Jeremy Irons?
You know who?
Jeremy Irons.
How about that British? I didn't even know he was British. This Christian Bale?
That's my favorite.
Yeah, he's good, yeah. He's very dark.
Oh my God, is he good?
Yeah.
I didn't even know. I thought
Yeah. Have you seen Empire of the Sun?
no.
It's his film when he's a child. And he's very good at
Oh,
it.
yeah.
It's about a Japanese prisoner
Got
war
it.
camp in Shanghai.
God, that guy can act.
He can. He really can. He's very, very
Who's
good.
your favorite movie star?
It's Bale.
God,
Yeah.
he's lucky. We're already talking about him.
Where would you go if you had a fully paid for trip?
Probably Cuba or Israel, because I haven't been to that.
Yeah, I've been to Israel. Fascinating. How about you?
Either I've never been to England or Japan. Tokyo, I think, would be interesting. Japan.
Take Japan, because that's
Yeah.
one of the most expensive places you can go.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, you
it's
might as
gonna-
well take advantage
Might as
of
well
it.
take advantage of it. Yeah. Japan seems pretty cool.
You're not a Jehovah's Witness, are you?
I'm not.
Are you?
No.
Yeah, we had a problem with one time on the
Oh,
show.
no.
Kurt Metzger.
If you won the lotto, what would you do? $50 million.
I definitely give half of it to my mom, and I guess set up an educational trust for all the children of my family, my brothers and sisters, and then probably buy a house.
I'd buy property immediately. Just property.
Where would you buy your house? Where would you buy your property?
I would buy property in anywhere I think that's about to go up. So definitely Austin.
Yeah, it would definitely be an investment-based decision.
Yeah, definitely Austin.
Do you hate your mother?
No.
No.
If you were a famous rock star, who would you want to be? Freddie Mercury, Liberace, Elton John, George Michael, Boy George, or Marvin Gaye?
Freddie Mercury?
How about you, sir?
Freddie.
Freddie, I have to read him again.
Yeah, give me the options here.
Freddie Mercury, Liberace, Elton John, George Michael, Boy George, or Marvin Gaye?
I like Elton John. Out of all those ones, Elton John.
Yeah, who would choose Liberace?
Yeah. Yeah. Freddie Mercury is also pretty rough. The ending is rough.
Oh, the old ladies loved Liberace. God, they loved Liberace. And Lawrence Welk. Oh, they just loved them. What's the first memory you ever had?
God.
We'll come back to you. What's your first memory you ever had?
Mine was like a birthday when I was really young. I just remember like a cake, just being a cake, and everyone around me like.
Were you spoiled?
Yeah, I'm very spoiled.
Wow.
But around at the time, I lived in New York. My family lived in New York, and so yeah, it was like all my aunts were there, and they're all really happy. That's my first memory.
What's your mom's first name?
Mosina.
Man, that's beautiful. And she's a dentist, huh?
Mhm.
Is she getting that comfort? Is that going to come yet?
No, she does. But she has to do like a lot of wrist exercises and stuff. She has to like.
I don't want to bring you down, but dentists have a high suicide rate.
Yep. Yeah. I'm
So
aware
you
of
just
that.
come home someday and just
Yeah. It's
think,
just.
oh, is mom hanging herself today? Today the day mom killed herself. Take her shoelaces away and take any ropes or long extension cords. Take them out
No,
of the
they
house.
have a high suicide rate because they have access to the drugs.
Oh.
Yeah, the nitrous oxide. My mom doesn't use nitrous oxide. No.
So they get hooked on drugs, and that's why they kill. And they were allowed to sell and buy gold, I heard, dentists.
Oh, interesting. That makes sense.
Yeah.
That makes sense.
There's a guy in Manhattan Beach had a house. I couldn't believe it. And the guy said, "What is it?" I asked the guy, "What does he do?" He's a dentist. How many cavities can you fill to be able to have a house like that? But I guess they make a lot of money.
It is from the outside. It is ridiculously expensive to get dental work. Oh, I feel like almost criminally. Like there's no reason it should cost this stuff.
Right.
as
That's
much
why you
as
go
it
to
does.
Tijuana or you go to the
Yeah,
Philippines.
Tijuana. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I have a memory. I remember my little brother crawling around, and I was trying to ride on his back and being shouted at for doing that.
Wow. Any near-death experiences you have?
Not really.
How about you?
I was allergic. I had an eye operation when I was a kid, and I had a bad reaction, and I was in hospital for like a few months. So
Wow.
Months.
that was it.
That's pretty near death.
Do you think people are inherently good or bad?
Good.
Thank you, Janice,
I
for these
think-
questions.
I think it's people are inherently neutral.
What is the deal breaker for you in a person for you?
Bad teeth.
I guess. How about you?
Rude to like servers and stuff. Like rude to workers, any kind of workers.
Do you sleep on your belly, your side, or your back?
I'm back.
I'm a side guy.
Worst, funniest sexual experience,
What's funniest sexual
or
experience?
worst sexual experience?
Oh,
If you care to tell us, you can always pass.
I went through. This might be a little bit of a story. I went through a time.
You're about 12 years old, so you probably can't answer this question.
I went through a time in LA where I was just hookers, just like going through hookers.
Oh wow.
And,
How did you have the money?
Door guys. There's a thing with the door guys. We made pretty good money. But there was one time where I go to the bathroom afterwards, and there's just a giant log of shit in the toilet, and it was just like. That was just very memorable. That was like a very much like I gotta stop doing this type thing. It was a very much like that.
The first guy I kissed when I was like 12 or 13 said he thought it was like worms in his mouth, and I was like, oh.
What's the last movie you saw?
Last movie that I saw, damn. Oh, I'm like in theaters or just in general.
We'll get back to you. Last movie you saw. It doesn't matter.
Or,
Taxi Driver.
I watched Arrival.
Which one?
Arrival. Have you seen it?
Oh, I see.
It's,
The one
it's-
with the lesbian actress?
Amy Adams. Is that
No.
No.
I thought it was something else.
It's Amy Adams and Jeremy. It's really good. It's about
Aliens?
aliens coming into Earth.
Worst-
And it's the same guy who directed like Sicario, I think, and all those movies.
Worst job you ever had?
Worst job working as an assistant in an entertainment law firm
Where?
in London.
How about you?
UPS store in San Diego.
Aw.
What makes you angry?
Annoying people.
Angry?
People
What-
who are late.
do you ever try to hurt yourself?
Not really. No.
How about you? You can tell us the truth. You're sworn in. You have to.
I don't think so. I mean, I sometimes bite my nails like too much where it hurts.
Well, you guys have been terrific. I tell you.
Boring as fuck.
yeah. I was like,
You guys have been a treat for number 60. I really appreciate. You just sometimes in the booking room and in the consultants and some of the producers, and we have to put our heads together and find the proper guests for this format. And I think they hit it out of the park.
I was on Redban.
yeah. But thank you for having us.
You guys were really just great, and you're very, very intelligent.
Oh, I'm really
I
not.
love smart people. I do. I think smart people are cool.
Mhm. Yeah, no, I get that. I feel the same way.
So what do you want to plug? Anything you want to tell us about? Plug and
Yeah, I got a Twitch channel and called twitch.tv/Mr. Dangerous Brown. Check me out there. And I got a podcast called the Dangerous Brown Podcast.
Oh wow.
Yeah. I think it's on the there we go. That's my Instagram, and then that's my Twitch channel. I just
Cool.
got affiliate.
and
Nice.
what does that mean?
Well, yeah, what does that mean?
That means I can people can donate to me, and I can come up with special stuff for my channel that if you subscribe, you can use certain
Oh, it's like a Patreon.
a little bit in that sense.
A lot of people think you're from the Middle East, huh?
Oh, all the time. Yeah.
Does that bother you?
No, not really.
If it bothered him, he would shave his beard.
Yeah,
I know. He's leaned into it.
Yeah.
Well, it's
He's dangerous, bad boy.
Yeah, but it's I can't. I'm gonna get mad at your first impression of me. That seems like a ridiculous thing to waste my energy on.
And
He wants people to be scared.
Does your father have a beard
I'll lean
too?
into it. No, he's pretty clean shaven.
Clean shaven.
Mhm.
No, you're doing really well, and you're very funny, and a lot of people don't realize that to become a doorman at the Comedy Store, you have to be funny. Not everybody and their mother wants to be a doorman,
Yeah.
at the world famous Comedy Store in Hollywood, and
Oh, a new doorman now.
There are, I do feel I do feel like the time that I was there, and when I was there, because I got there when Rogan first came back, and then the club started going up. So the time I was there was a really special time, and I definitely cherish it. I'm glad I was there for when I was.
Dynamite. Thanks for taking the time to have the time to be here with us
Thank you for having me.
on this time. And now, Isabella, do you want to plug anything or tell us anything in closing? That you
Yeah,
want?
it'd be great if you could follow me on Instagram. It's Isabella is Comedy, and you can check out sketches and videos there.
Check her out also on Kill Tony. Her her breakup with Hans.
Break up with Hans.
Ha ha ha.
The love story of the year.
Ha ha ha.
Oh, were you and Hans an item?
No.
You date people out of your culture?
Out of my culture.
Your race?
My culture. Yeah, of course. But my culture is growing up in Hong Kong. It's quite rare to meet people who.
Man, that must have been
Only-
wild. Best Chinese food in the whole world, right?
Oh yeah, for sure. Yeah.
I love.
I actually
Chinese
prefer.
food.
I prefer the Chinese food in Beijing, but yeah.
Repeat it again for us, slow. You're where you want to be. Your plug.
Oh, Instagram. Isabella is Comedy is the handle.
Dynamite. Thank you for being here.
Thank you so
today.
much for having us.
Smart, beautiful, and funny. What else do you want?
Nothing more, really. Money, I guess.
Don't we all?
Brian, you got anything?
Just Secret Show every Thursday. You can see these two almost on every week on that show. And Kill Tony every Monday.
Thank you. Thanks for everybody being here. You can find me on Patreon if you want a T-shirt, a Dead Air T-shirt. It's Holtzman.store. I'm on Facebook and Instagram, Patreon, and I think that's about everything. Thanks, Spad Ashley, for bringing us in and out, and thanks everybody for listening. And we'll see you next time on Dead Air. Thanks, buddy. Thanks, hon. Thanks, Brian.